is a presentation of Foosball Radio. It's FoosTalk Live.
You talking to me?
Compelling and lively banter.
Are you going to talk to us?
Talking foosball.
Foosball was how I measured my value as a man. You took that away.
Players and fans, promoters and pros. Unedited and raw.
Talk.
Living in the moment.
We have a lot of important things to talk about.
All while practicing social distancing.
Cool. We'll talk. No big whoop.
Let's get this thing started. FoosTalk Live. Hi, this is Tom Robinson, and I want to personally thank our Patreon pillars for their support of Foosball Radio and FoosTalk Live. Here's to our newest Patreon, Larry Davis, Greg Taylor, David Goodwin, Dan Packer, Brad Lorene of Rodlock.com. Thanks to Randy Raposo, Thomas Dyke, Mike Veit, Rob Cutler, Ernie Bischoff, James Sparky Castillo, Carl Fleischer, Jay Teal, Brian Schmid, Cameron Burrows, Jimmy Love, Dwayne Stewart, Judy Schober, Reed Rector, and our friends from the 716 Buffalo Foosball Club. Thank you. Your support brings continued and expanding content from Foosball Radio as we cover the greatest sport on earth. Visit patreon.com/Foosball Radio to find out how to become a Foosball Radio Patreon. FoosTalk Live is brought to you by Original Leonhardt. The Leonhardt Tournament Model is the most popular foosball table at the ITSF World Cup. Designed and handcrafted in Germany, order online and have it delivered to your door. Visit www.original-leonhardt-usa.com and use promo code FoosTalk to save 10% off your purchase price.
They did.
And here we are, live on FoosTalk Live. Hello there, it's Tom Robinson, and I just want to say thanks for giving me the night off last Sunday. It was a nice change to be in the audience and let somebody else do the work for a change. Took a quick trip to New England and saw a great concert, and now I feel a whole lot better. And so we are back together again to talk about foosball. What do you say? And by the way, if you're going to talk about foosball, you better have somebody kicking around that loves to talk about foosball, which of course would be Chase Pennell. And I got your name right this time. I got your name. I finally got it
You
down.
didn't mess it up this time.
Chase Pennell. Chase is, of course, from the great state of Tennessee. And thanks for being on the air with me tonight. So,
man, it's always a pleasure here. Always. I love it.
Dude, it's you're now a top professional media guy anyway. So when it comes to doing play-by-play and the show, I mean, hey, you're the guy. You are the dude.
I'm trying to be. I don't know that I'm the guy yet. I'm trying to be. There's a lot of big shoes to fill. There's a lot of shadows to get from behind.
Yeah.
But over time, that's the name of the game, right?
Oh, yeah.
We just want to do what's good for foosball.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're all pulling on the same end of the rope here when it comes to the media. So that's the idea. Well, foosball it's a nonstop thing. And I have to say, there are a few personalities I've come across in this sport who seem to work a lot harder than everybody else. And one of those individuals happens to be with us tonight. Welcome back to the microphone of FoosTalk Live. Don Wilson is looking behind him. Is there who are we talking about here? Don Wilson, welcome once again from the great state of Mississippi. You're in the threshold of yet another tournament. So
that is correct.
How you
Thank
feeling?
you, Tom. I appreciate y'all having me on here.
Sure.
Feeling great. I'm kind of feeling anxious a little bit because when you run in tournaments, you're putting money on the line, and you never know what to expect, and you're always kind of on pins and needles. But for some reason, I feel pretty relaxed because we sold out of our blocks pretty early.
Ooh,
and
you sold out.
Ended up having a bunch of waiting lists, and I've already got people booking at other hotels. Not just one or two, several booking at other hotels.
Wow.
And once I knew we were selling out, I did a spreadsheet of 14 hotels within a mile from this location.
14?
The setup is so close to each other. We have like the Holiday Inn is practically in the parking lot of Bass Pro Shop.
Got it.
Their parking lot butts up to it. Okay, across the street from Trustmark, the the Holiday Inn Trustmark is Trustmark Baseball Park, where we used to have the Braves. Now it's the Mud something. Oh,
Mud
Mud
hens?
Dogs, Mud Dogs, or something like that. I really
Mississippi
this
Mud Monsters.
Mud Monsters. That's it. Thank you. You just looked it up for me. I bet. I appreciate it. Well, see, I haven't gone to watch them yet, so I didn't know I knew they were called Mud something. But there's people going to watch them, and then they had, they didn't have the banana people, but they had a league like theirs there, and they sold that place out. So they have a lot of action. I know Keith Glenn came one year a day early. He said, "Man, I went and caught a Braves." He said, "I went and caught that game. That was sweet." So there's a lot to offer. Right behind the hotel is the outlet malls of Mississippi.
Oh, nice.
They got a ton of stores back here. And then next to Bass Pro Shop is Sam's Club,
Okay.
Just in
where you
case
can
need
get
some snacks.
where you
Yeah.
can get a pizza that like a 16-inch super huge pizza for $6 or $7.
$6.
Yeah. I mean, you can
Dang.
get a meat lover's pizza, and it's a big whole pizza, $6-7, something like that. It's really crazy.
Wow.
It's the only place I know you can get a slice of pizza and a drink for under $2, or you can get a hot dog and a drink for under $2. It's just
Damn.
really crazy. I can't believe they do it that cheap.
This is Foos
Anyway.
Paradise.
Yeah,
that's,
well, you just got to, you got to have a Sam's card to get in there, and
Oh.
they usually got the cheapest gas in town too. And then right across the street from it is a Hilton Garden Inn, a Home 2 Inn, a Woods Inn, I mean, just you name the hotel, they're there. And when you get to Pearson Road, which is about a little over, right at a mile, you turn left, there's 4 more hotels. You turn right, there's 4 more hotels. Straight across, there's just
wow.
15,000 eating places there. I'm just kidding. There's a lot though.
There's a lot.
They have, they have all your fast food place. They have steakhouses. They have a burger place called Mugshots. They have a Juicy's for seafood. They have anything and everything. So
Nice.
there's no lack. And they just opened this past month Dutch Brothers Coffee.
Dutch Brothers.
Ooh, there you go.
Yes, and I heard
That's a southern thing.
Is it?
when I looked to see the top coffee shops in America,
Yep.
the Dutch Brothers was number 4.
Huh.
Yep.
Number one was Starbucks. Number 2 and 3 I never heard of. The number 4, the Dutch Bros. So I'm gonna check it out while
Yep.
I'm up there.
It's
But
good.
anyway, yeah. So this place is not lacking on things to do. So
Good.
if your wife comes with you, you'll never see her till it's time to go home because there's so much to do.
Oh, they put it right inside the hotel, the Dutch Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
The Dutch Brothers is right. I mean, less than a half a mile.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no.
saying.
They put one inside of the hotel now.
Where?
Inside of the hotel, I think that you guys are at.
No.
In
I
Pearl?
wish it was. They have what they call an alumni house. That is a restaurant. Their food is so freaking good.
They've got a tag on that hotel now for a Dutch Brothers, which is hilarious.
Well,
Interesting.
maybe they have a deal where they have some in there. They could. You
Like
know,
a little
never know.
kiosk, maybe a Dutch Brothers
Yeah, they
kiosk or
could.
something.
But actually it's right down the street. You pass the outlet malls, and it's right there in front of Magoo's. Do you see Magoo's on the thing? Magoo's chicken. It's like Cane's, but the elite chicken meat. That Dutch Brothers is right there.
Elite chicken meat.
Elite chicken
I'm
meat.
getting an education
The
already.
Dutch Brothers
All
is
right.
right beside it, and then behind it they have a Zaxby's. I mean, there's any kind of food. They even have an Outback in that outlet mall. So I mean, they
Nice.
got anything.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Well-
I don't know, but dude, if they do have a Dutch Brothers in there, they gonna get wore out.
Yeah.
They good. They
I was
good.
gonna say I'm pretty confused that maybe it's just got mistagged but it's literally on top of the hotel, that Holiday
Really?
Inn. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but the video, like the picture of it, doesn't align with what I'm seeing, so I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's got to be the GPS, maybe, that
But
just
It might be
the coordinates are a little too close.
a little off.
But enough. Close enough.
Well,
right?
you know you are you are a long ways away.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me see if I can see it on
Google
mine.
Maps
Let's see.
is a powerful tool.
I see Sam's Club.
But if you like
I
zoom
see
in real
Bass Pro
tight,
Shop. There's Holiday Inn,
Holiday Inn.
and then there's a Tesla supercharger.
Well, they have
You zoom in
Behind
real
Holiday.
tight to
EV
it.
chargers. Wow.
The charger, yeah. If you got there's
Now we're talking.
Magoo's. There, see on mine. I don't know if you can see it, but see on mine, it's right there. That's Dutch Brothers. That's Magoo's. Here's the outlet mall, and the hotel's right here.
Wow.
So I
I
don't know
see
why-
it. It's just I don't
Yeah.
know why
It's
it's
close.
like I zoom in real tight to the hotel,
Oh, they also
and it
have a place called the Toasted Yolk Cafe
that sounds
Toasted. Yeah, it
delicious.
right
does.
across the street from the Dutch Bros.
That
Mm.
sounds yummy.
Wow.
But you go on the other way, going down. The name of the street is called Riverwind Drive. They have a Waffle House. They have a McDonald's, a Wendy's, a Ruby Tuesdays, a Shaken Steak or whatever, Steak and Shake,
Wingstop.
and also they have 37 Mexican restaurants in that corner somewhere, right around in there.
Don,
They have
Maybe
a
not
Cape
30.
Hot Korean barbecue hot pot.
Yeah,
I
maybe not 37, but there's a lot of them. So
I
you're not
think
lacking for food when
I
you
think you've
come.
got a side business, brewing here. You could actually conduct, restaurant tours, on the side while you're having a
I, th-
tournament. You
I
know.
Hey,
think we
check this
could.
out.
I think we could. But anyway, like I said, I got people staying at other hotels, so appreciate their patience on some of them because they overbooked the hotel and they had to tell some they couldn't stay on Saturday night because they had a glitch in the software. The
Oh,
Oh my
IHG was
gosh.
actually booking rooms after it was full.
ooh,
So they and even some that booked. This is kind of a messed up deal. I'm not a hotel person. I really don't know, but there was people that booked back in May that booked for the whole week, but they had already sold out back in May on Saturday night, and they were
really?
selling rooms. They were selling the rooms out of my block.
Huh.
And I told them, hold on, I had a block. And they said, we're going to guarantee your block. So they had to call some people and ask them to move Saturday night. And unfortunately, some of them are some of my dearest friends.
Oh,
And I'm like, I said, I'm so sorry. So I got a list and I got a few people I'm trying to get back in because you're always going to have cancellations right before a tournament.
yep.
But they were gracious enough to go ahead and book the Saturday night at the hotel. And two of my friends booked and they just said, we're staying 2 nights. We're just going to stay over at Hilton because it was $19 a night cheaper,
Oh,
and they have a free breakfast buffet.
there you
So I
go.
said, hey, that's a win-win. A free buffet is worth 10, $15 no matter where
Mm-hmm.
you are,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So
And it,
anyway, but Mississippi's known to have some tough foosball players because we're right there. We have our Mississippi players, and our Louisiana friends. I consider us all one tight knit community
oh
between
yeah.
Louisiana and Mississippi. So we have the top women players in the world, and we have the top men players in the world.
There you
Okay.
go.
Uh, as far as the women, we're going to have Sullivan, Hannah, Isabel. Now Jessica Saffleman's moving here
Yep.
She's moving there
tomorrow.
I was gonna say
tomorrow.
she's on her way. Yeah, she's
She's on her
literally
way.
on her way.
She'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so she's going to be down there. All right. And we have Miriam
Yep.
down
Mary
Who's
there.
been tearing
Malie.
it
Okay.
up.
Yep. Yep.
So we have a hotbed of females right down here, right? Top players. Keisha Rue.
Oh, of
We have
course.
we have the females. I hope I'm not leaving anybody out, and I'm sorry if I do. But I mean, just the ones you see, you're going to know. Now, when it comes to guys, we have Shannon Coley, we have Michael Bates, we have Dewey Culpepper. That's Mississippi homegrown there. Bill Bell used to be here. Now he's in Louisiana, somewhere around Lafayette, and I heard he might start back playing. And he is a great asset to foosball. He can play. He's the only one I know that can come back and just play so smooth like he never left.
Mm.
Blake Robertson's also from here, but he's now in Florida, of course. But we've always had top
Still.
players here. But
Careful.
coming out of Louisiana, we have Brandon Munoz, we have Callum Oakes, and Shannon, I believe, is playing with Jacob Balcos.
Oh, there you
Um,
go. Good combination.
and yeah, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Brandon is playing with Dewey because they have played the last two Mississippi states. And I
Hmm.
don't know who everybody's partnered up with, but I did hear Warren Van Landenham's coming and he's playing with Brandon Moreland.
Ooh.
So they'll
Yeah.
be here.
Yeah.
So and Brady Rorowski, he's coming a day early. And that little cat, he said, Mr. Donald, I'm gonna be here a day early. Can you find me a place to stay Wednesday night? And I'm
Huh.
like, well, I don't know who all's coming. So I'm trying to find somebody he can room with Wednesday night because his room is open on Thursday.
Okay.
So
Hey,
I'm trying to do what I can to
if
help
you're
him
if you're
out.
listening to this right now and you
Yeah.
you can help out Brady Wyrowski, by all means,
Yeah,
contact
contact
Donald.
me and
Yeah.
I'll get him hooked up. He don't care if it's a floor. He just needs a place or a chair. He just needs a place to kick his feet up
He's
Wednesday
young.
night, and then he'll have his room Thursday. So it's not like he's going to be, staying the whole weekend with you.
When you're
So
when you're 17, 18, you can sleep wherever.
you can do
Oh,
that.
You
I
know.
yep.
know. I mean,
Not anymore, man.
hey, back when we used to go to these tournaments, I can remember in the '80s, okay, and '90s, we would go and we would have two in each bed, somebody on the floor between them, somebody
Yep.
on the floor on
On
the
the
end,
floor over there.
Yeah,
and
Half
me
the
and my
time,
wife,
somebody in the bathtub.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, me and my wife went one
Yep.
time with another couple and we got a blow up mattress put over by the air conditioner, and we were fine.
Oh my
Yep.
God,
And
that's
we
great.
stayed
We
two
used to
days.
stack them
Yeah,
deep in hotel
I know.
rooms, man.
We
Uh-huh.
stayed for 2 days until my room got ready, and I'm like, forget this, And ever since then, I don't think I've done that anymore. But anyway, that was the funnest part of the trips back then is riding together, cutting up, acting crazy,
Yep.
staying safe.
Breaking some
I'm
rooms
not.
apart.
Yeah, I'm not going to say any names, but if this person's listening, he knows exactly who I'm talking about. But we went to St. Louis, and it was the Masters, and me and this friend of mine, we won. I won amateur singles, amateur doubles, and that was the weekend they moved me from a rookie to an expert in 1 week, or semi-pro in 1 weekend. But on the way back, we were going, and we got pulled over before we got out of St. Louis. Real
Really?
good, and the police officer was standing in the middle of the street, and he pointed to pull over. So we pulled over, and he gave us a speeding ticket, or gave the guy driving a speeding ticket. And we never saw a police officer. Then when you read the ticket, it said "bear in the air."
Bear in the air.
That's what it
Oh,
said.
oh, like a helicopter.
Airplane. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, fellas, I'm not speeding again. We're going to do the speed limit." So
Mm-hmm.
we did the speed limit all the way back to Mississippi. Then we got in Jackson. He said, "Well, we home now. I know where I'm at."
Got pulled over.
First corner went around, the blue lights hit, and he went. He said, "Guys, I'm fixing to go to jail." I said, "Hold on, what happened?" He said, "I got a ticket I never paid for."
Oh,
jeez.
I'm like, "Oh man." So
Here we go.
I'm not mentioning any names, so nobody knows this, but 4 people. Well, 3. And then so sure enough, got pulled over. He had to go to jail. And so we went and bailed him out, and all the money I won in amateur doubles and singles and what he won, it was enough to get him out.
oh boy.
Lesson learned. Lesson learned. But I mean, those are memories. We'll never ever
yeah.
forget that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was not anything bad. It's just
Yeah. Traffic
it was just
infractions.
stuff you remember. I mean, I
Yeah.
remember a lot of things. Uh, I could do stories all night, but let's talk about what we really want to talk about, and that's Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Right.
This is a
Uh,
big time.
yeah, we're going to have some of the top players, and I look for some great matches. WFT is setting everything up, and they're going to have live stream that weekend. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if anybody's commentating. We might just have guest speakers, or it might be Reed or Ryan or myself. I don't know. Whoever pops in there. I know Hannah likes to do it sometime. Even Sullivan likes to do it. So we'll have. I don't know if he has one particular person coming or not. I don't know, but it's always going to have somebody back there, colorful.
I didn't get a message, so
You didn't get a message.
I did not.
Well, let me go ahead and tell you, Chase. I told you this before we got started that I did get some compliments on you and Keith at the last tournament.
There
They
you
said, "Who was
go.
them guys?" And I told them, and they said they sounded so professional. And I said, "Well, that's cool. That's good. It's good to hear.
Trying.
Good to hear.
We're
So y'all
trying,
doing a
man.
good job. So keep
We
it up."
appreciate it. But yeah, I wasn't invited to Mississippi. I probably couldn't have gone anyway, and maybe Ryan even knew that. So
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, see,
he
I
knows.
think the only thing he's really concerned about is making sure that our majors are taken care of in the states. We're going to just
Yep.
let anybody. It might be a lot of streaming with nobody. Just so you can see
That's
good
fine.
foosball.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
basically,
Just want to watch.
it's just like the icing of the cake is the commentators.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's always good to have them. And I hope we have some people that want to do it because I know they don't want to hear me because I call mine redneck broadcast. you know. I've always been from Jackson, Mississippi, and I used to call Rankin County people rednecks. And then I moved to Rankin County and lived there for 30 something years. So I call myself a redneck all the time because you might not understand me unless you know how to hear Southern people talk. But now that I've been retired for 5 years and on the farm, it's done got worse.
The only time I need
I
translation from you is when you're talking about Southern food. Then I need
yeah,
translation sometimes, but that's
yeah.
pretty much it.
Well, you get me started, and I'll start not understanding myself sometimes. And you know, people get a kick out of hearing me talk sometimes. And my wife, she's one of my worst critics, I guess. When I do videos and I talk, she says, "You talk too much and too long, and you don't make sense sometimes." I said, "That's what they love.
That's why we love you, Donald.
That's
That's
what
That's
they
the
it.
name
love.
of the
They
game, man.
they
That's why we
love to
love
hear.
you.
Yeah, they love to hear the truth, no matter how funny it sounds.
You're
You
the best guest for that. That's for sure. We don't have to worry about.
Nothing
There's
wrong with that.
never a dull moment, man. That's
Yeah.
key. That's important. You know what? This takes me back to the '90s when I was interviewing uh, various performers, stars, rock stars, whatever the case. And every once in a while, you'd sit down and do an interview, and we're talking live now, so you can't take it back. You'd sit down and you start asking questions, and you get this, uh huh, yeah, okay, yeah. And so you have to kind of go, okay, hey, listen, let's have you play it soon. Let's have you, what do you got? Oh, all right. So that
Well, I'm afraid you
happens.
won't ever get that from me.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
We'll we'll talk about anything. We'll talk about chickens. We'll talk about goats. We'll talk. By the
I
way, if
mean,
anybody lives in the South and you want a male or female goat, I have two. I'm giving away.
you should have seen
Wow,
the text messages I was
really?
getting from Tom earlier when he's like, "Oh, we're gonna get Donald, I think tonight." Then a long explanation. Just
It's
kidding.
like that's it. And
I'll take that.
I knew
I'll
chickens would
understand.
come up. I knew the topic would come up.
Yeah.
There's no question.
That's actually what he said. He's like, we're talking about chickens, right?
Oh, we're talking about chickens. Look, I love my girls. I hadn't bought eggs in years. 4 years I hadn't bought eggs.
Man, there you have it.
And when it went up to like $6, $7 a carton, I was selling them for $4 or $5 a carton.
There you go.
All day.
So
There
actually,
you
I was
go.
making enough money to pay for my chicken fee. So that
Mm-hmm.
was a good thing.
Yeah.
But no, we have some goats. But my daughter, she's really the one that does the goats and the rabbits and dogs, and I do the chicken.
That's great. Well,
Yeah, she had. You said you don't like rabbits, but she actually sells meat rabbits.
oh, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
You know,
Well, that's
the only
different.
they're
purpose
different.
Yeah.
only
They're
purpose in
younger.
life for them is to be born, be
Mm-hmm.
sold, and be eaten.
There you go. Well,
Now this rabbit, the mama rabbit, is so big you have to use two arms to hold her.
wow.
I bet.
Those meat rabbits are big.
They get
If you know,
beefy.
Huh.
yes, they are big.
Wow.
But she's got some of those. She got some of them that you call lion head, which
Mm-hmm.
looks like a lion. They look
Really?
pretty sharp.
Yeah, yeah.
And then she's got some other cute ones. But anyway, now the goats. She decided she wanted to start doing lambs instead of goats.
Hmm.
She wants to keep two goats and get rid of two, and then she wants to start raising lambs. And I told her that's when she moves she can. And
Okay.
she wants to do lambs and raise them because I mean there's a market for buying lamb.
Of
I didn't know
course.
yeah.
that.
Yeah, fresh lamb
There
meat.
must be a market for it because she bought one.
Mm-hmm.
So
There's no
Okay.
better lawnmower in the world than a goat, though.
Right.
yeah, yeah.
There
Seriously.
is
do.
no better lawnmower on the planet.
And do you know what their favorite food is?
No idea.
I'm
Poison
interested
ivy.
now.
Poison
Oh,
ivy?
even better.
Really?
Poison ivy. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
no
They love it.
kidding.
The only downside is I'm allergic to poison ivy,
Ooh.
and when they get to eating it and I don't know it, and I go pick them up and pet them, the next day I'm having little spots pop up on
You're
me.
roasted.
Oh.
Yeah, so I gotta
Ouch.
look. I keep this in stock.
Yep. There you go. That's the stuff. the
Oh yeah.
If you, but if you catch it, you can use that $30-something soap that they sell at Walmart
Oh,
that
it's
you wash
gone.
and it's gone. But can't
Yeah.
afford that kind of soap.
This is my wife keeps that in stock, by the way, because she's always in the garden and yeah,
Yeah, it'll get you.
yeah,
But
no
the
question.
only thing really you got to wear around here is poison ivy and yellow jackets.
Hmm. Now I think your yellow jackets might be a little larger than ours here in the Northeast. I have a feeling. Just saying, a
They
little
hurt.
larger.
Look,
Yeah, they're not fun.
Mark Meadows loves this story because it is so funny. And he every time we talk about it, he just starts bouncing around laughing at me. But one time I was out on my back porch, okay, and I had my coveralls from where I hunted this past that year, and I said, let me get my coveralls. So I go to pick up my coveralls, and I feel them vibrate. And I went,
Ooh.
whoa, that ain't supposed to do that.
That's
And all of a
good.
sudden, here they come. Woo. I turn around, and I'm running. They popping me in the back, and that's Mark calling right now. He's probably listening.
Don't tell that story.
But anyway, so I go running around the corner, popping me. Ow, ow. I got bit about 12 times.
Ooh.
I get to the door and I open it and the chain's up. And my wife's in the house. I said, come open the door. And she didn't hear me. I said, come open the door. She said, I'm on my way. I said, never mind. I knocked the door open and then
Wow.
shut it behind me. And then she says, you brought 2 of them in with you. And she's doing this, what? And anyway, it was
That's
a mess.
man.
It was a
Sorry,
mess.
sorry
And
to hear about that, man. That's
yeah,
Once they got a scent on you, man, they come.
oh
they did.
wow.
And look, I ended up having to go to the hospital.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm
Oh,
allergic to
yeah.
them. I swelled
Oh,
up, and
dang, that's
yeah,
serious.
I had about 14 or 16 when it was over with, and I went up there and they gave me a dose of Benadryl and said,
Yeah.
"We believe you're gonna be all right." They watched me and let me go about an hour later. Yeah,
Mm, man, that's dangerous
it's
stuff.
it's dangerous living on country. And
Yeah.
my latest thing was I killed a snake about 6 foot long. It was about 5.5 foot long, and normally you wouldn't kill a snake like that, a rat snake.
Oh yeah, those things are
Um,
good.
or chicken snake, But I'm gonna try to show you a picture and see. I'm not gonna show you the
That's
actual
a good
snake.
size.
It is. It was really big, and and I tell you right now, the only reason I did it is because I go in there and I collect my eggs, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
And
You don't want them eating your eggs. They'll do that in a
yeah,
heartbeat.
but it wasn't the fact that eating my eggs. It's the fact that when I went to reach my hand in there to grab the eggs, can you? Let me see if I can get this picture just right.
Yeah, a little almost. Is it green?
Up a little.
Okay, do you see that snake in there?
Oh,
On
there
top
it
of the
is.
egg?
Yeah, yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
I went to reach my hand around there to grab them, and I saw that and jerked my hand back. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I got a rake and I pulled it outside. Then, of course, chopped its head off. And here's a picture of me holding it. I don't know if you'll be able to see that.
What kind of a snake is it
But
after
You're gonna
all?
have to get close.
it's up, even
It's a
with my
rat.
head, all the way to the ground.
Wow.
So that's gonna be a rat snake, Tom.
Okay.
They're not venomous. They're
Mm,
actually really good, typically,
beneficial.
because they eat mice and rodents and all the small
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, there you go.
But
I
if
can
you
see it
do have
now.
a farm, yeah, that's a
You
good
see me
size
do
one.
that?
Yeah,
My
Look at
daughter's
that.
pet
sir.
Jeez.
says, what kind of snake is it? And I just put my hand under my throat, a dead one.
Well, I mean, if he's beneficial, a rat snake. I mean, we have what we call garter snakes, pretty much in this
Yep.
Yeah.
part of the country, and
Well,
occasionally
I think pretty
rattlesnakes.
much a garter snake, a rat snake, a chicken snake, they're all about the same thing. They
Yeah.
have to kill rodents and stuff like that.
Yep.
But again, if I reach my hand in there to grab an egg and I get bit, I don't care if it's venomous or not. I'll probably die
Mhm.
from the heart attack.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Seriously.
So no snake period. But the
Yeah.
garter snake, they're supposed to help out too.
Oh yeah.
But
Yep.
Garter
So who wants
snakes
to get-
don't get near as big as rat
Yeah.
snakes.
They're
Garter
small.
snakes
They're
only get
small.
a couple
Small
feet.
animals. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but who wants to
but
get bit?
nobody.
Nobody.
But rat snakes typically won't bite a person.
Mm,
Typically,
okay. Well.
they don't have like the crazy like fang thing going on.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah. Well, I did kill a moccasin in front of the chicken
Ooh.
pen that's about a foot and a half
That's
long.
a different
2 foot
deal.
long as
Yeah,
a baby.
Different
Those
deal.
things are
Yeah.
bad news bears.
Yeah. So we got rid of it, and hopefully all the rest of them. But anyway, um, but that's kind of like every day here. And I done got it to where my kids don't run out, my grandkids don't run out unless we're out there with them because
Mm.
kids run and play. We used to do it when we were kids, and we didn't realize the dangers we could have got
Oh,
in.
yeah.
But
Of course.
as grown-ups, we're more aware of it. But that's one thing you will not have to worry about at Mississippi State. We're not going to have any chickens in there, no goats, no snakes. Hopefully, no snakes. Well, yeah, we'll have a bunch of snakes in there, but it'll be on the
Snake
foosball.
shooters.
Right. Different.
Snake
Different.
shooters.
Different kind of
Yeah,
snake.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But speaking of the talent, I think we talked about that before we came on the air. But as far as I don't know, did I say any names yet, or was that
You've name dropped
Yeah,
a
you did.
couple. Yeah.
names? Okay, just being from the country, and 61 years old now, I forget things.
You're absent-minded.
so-
it's okay. We still love
Yeah,
you.
You're talking
that's
about the
fine.
women,
Oh,
of
Yeah,
foosball.
my
there.
wife tell me that all the time.
Yeah.
About that. So I'm used to it, but that's okay. That's I can tell
This
who
is
my real
this
friend.
is a staple of a Southerner right here. You're drinking from a mason jar.
Oh,
Yeah,
now that's not necessarily Southern. We have that phenomenon here.
yeah.
I used to go
All mine
to
are dirty, so
yeah.
all my mason jars are dirty.
We had a local pub that used to do mason jar Friday nights. So
Ooh,
you
that's
paid
fun.
$2 for a mason jar with whatever booze you wanted in that, and of course they put mostly ice in it, but still.
So mine's just water,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Got my honey.
Oh, there
see,
you
there you
go.
go. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Very nice. So when
Uh,
it comes to just, I mean, the events in general, because every year it seems like there's a bit of playing around with the events. Are you doing flight format for Mississippi State?
Uh, I'm not doing flight format. Me and Ryan talked about that,
Hmm.
and he's going to have some bigger states that will start doing the flight format.
Okay.
If I have over 160 players, and that looks like that's what we're going to start doing, I might flirt with that myself.
Mm.
But as Mississippi State, and I kind of stay on top of running things because I kind of used to doing that. We never really finished that late doing double elimination. So I'm just doing double elimination in everything but our late night events. We have a master limited, a handicap, a DYP, and then I think expert mix. Those are all going to be single elimination.
Okay.
And but the other events are all going to be 2 out of 3.
Hmm.
I'm not doing championship. I'm not doing that or the flights yet because we're not too big for it yet.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
something you really need when you have a ton of people and we couldn't do a 300 or 400 person tournament with all these events double elimination. We would never get through it the first night
Exactly.
or the second night.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in the future, I would like to see that. Now with a small tournament like what we have, if we did a flight tournament, we would have a lot of time nothing's going on.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
would have dead times, and that kills the vibe at a tournament. You always need something going.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
but with big tour events, you got to have it to keep things flowing smoothly. And it's kind of it's not I wouldn't say it's exciting, but we're under a time gun when we're actually doing the flights. We have to make sure everybody's entered, ready to go, and the events start on time. That
Hmm.
is a big thing there. If they start on time, people get to their matches, get them played, it'll run smooth. I'm sorry, that's Mark again.
All right. So here's a question: will you be
I'm on
having?
the radio. Do you want to get on here too? All right.
I can't hear
Let
him.
me let me call you back in a few minutes, bud.
This is
He got
hilarious.
he got a large. Yeah. Yeah, he's stressed out to the max because he's always doing all the awards and everything.
Oh, right.
And
Right.
yeah,
Of
yeah,
course.
and something else we did too. We sell shirts at every tournament that we have, and we pre-sell the shirts.
Oh,
That way,
okay.
we're not stuck with a bunch of shirts. And this year, we've already pre-sold 60 shirts, 62
Damn.
Wow.
shirts. And so we only ordered. Well, actually, it might be a little more. It's about 60 something shirts, and we're only going to have about 12 or 13 extra to sell to
That's
the
perfect.
public.
Okay.
And yeah, and we'll sell those out. We always have people wanting them after we do it, and we always say we'll do a list, but we have to get another 50 really to justify doing it, or it costs too much. But anyway, back to the tournament though. If we ever get too big to where we start running late on events, we will start doing a flight format
Got it.
because that is the future. You know when you're going to play, you know how long
Hmm.
you got till the next flight, and you know when the finals are. But until we get real big, you know, people like double elimination, and they get a chance to do it.
That's
But
awesome.
even then, if you start getting too many people, even the people that love double elimination, I always complain about wanting things done faster. Well, the only way to do that is change the format.
Yeah. Yeah.
So me being tournament director, I see both sides of it, but as tournament director, I feel like that's probably the best solution I've ever heard doing the flights. Now some people don't like them, and I get it, but they don't run tournaments and they don't, like say for example, the biggest complaint I heard from one particular person, and that was the only one I heard it from the whole weekend, is they played flight A and they beat somebody
Hmm.
and they got put out. Well, then they played in the B format and got back in and qualified in the B. Well, they had to play them again in the elimination, but this time they got beat by them, and they
Huh.
was thinking they never should have had to play them. Well, it's
Same
all
thing
about.
though.
I know it's all about where you finish in the bracket and how you get out there and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it's seeded. So they couldn't understand. I beat them once, and now they beat me, and they just didn't understand basically how it went. But after I explained it to them, it still didn't feel good to them, but they kind of understand how it
Understood
works.
it.
So
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
and the best way of explaining that to me is okay, you lost, you went to the losers bracket. Maybe given they didn't technically lose, but now you guys have to play each other on the losers bracket essentially
Yeah.
to try and get back to it. So it's six and one half dozen in the other.
yeah. Well,
Like
what I try to explain to people is they're so wrapped up. Well, I've only lost once. Well, it's not a double elimination.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a double elimination. It's a flight format, single
Yep.
elimination,
And you
and
lose
you get
once
two
in each
shots.
flight, and you're done.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's it.
and see what people kind of really don't realize, and it's really a kind of a no brainer is you lose in flight A. When you go to flight B, you ain't got to worry about those players again
Yep.
because all the people that kick your butt are probably going to be in flight A. So flight B gives you a better chance, you
Right.
know.
The odds are
And you know
better.
what? If we ever get big enough, and I probably, I guess it's okay to say this. Ryan can just tell me I'll keep my mouth shut. But say for example, we have 600 people sign up for open singles. I could see having a flight A, B, C, D,
There you go.
or an ABC,
An
you
ABC.
know, or A, B, C, D, and the people that
Expandable.
win.
Yes, you
Yeah,
could
and
do
so
that.
you could
It's
have
expandable.
you could have flight A and B play for the money, flight C and D play for consolation prizes, awards, or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's a lot of things you could do with that. Or you could let all the winners go play for it all and all the, and just be done with it.
Yep.
So there's a lot you can do.
So are you going to have the tablets at Mississippi State
The
like they had
tablets
at
will
Nationals?
the tablets will be there.
Good.
So
Those
I
things are
talked,
awesome.
yeah, I talked with Reed and Ryan, and all the bugs that we kind of had really wasn't bugs. We
They were
lost
limited.
we lost some internet at the facility. That hurt
Mm-hmm.
one thing. Well, when we first got them started, yes, they had some minor bugs, but that's the good thing about having Reed at the tournament. He can fix it right then and there, and he
Right.
did on the majority of everything. But when we lost the internet, we were down for about 20 minutes to an hour, getting swapped over to the hub. I immediately went to my hotspot on my phone and kept the tournament running, but
Mm-hmm.
we lost the tablets for maybe 20 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that.
Not too
But
bad.
once we got them back up, we didn't lose them again. Now, sometimes different names would pop up, and that was some of the glitches that he was trying to work on. I said, you go ahead and, I was able to verify them up there at the stage. And I told them,
There's
hey,
always a
we
backup.
got you. We got you. We always have a backup.
Yeah.
But that's over now. And so they're going to bring it to Mississippi. It's going to start being that's a part of the package of using WFT at all tournaments
Nice.
that people,
Love it.
it's not extra cost either. It's a part of it. So streaming and using those tablets is all a part of the software that you get through WFT. So it's really a no brainer. They have the computers, they have the lights for tables, all the wiring and all that. You just hire them and
That's
it's
awesome.
done.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about renting it yourself. So that's pretty good there. But yeah, the tablets, you log in, it shows you're there. If your opponent's not there in 6 minutes, they get put on their first recall and they get a text. Now, again, texting, if your phone service is not great, you only get one bar. You could miss a text. Okay,
Possibly.
so it's not foolproof, but it is an extra. You always want to have notifications cut on your phone so you can get notifications from the tournament, and you'll never miss those.
There you go.
Unless
Yeah.
unless you don't have good service, and I don't know how all that works, but it will call your name over the microphone. And if you hear your name over the microphone, you are getting a text. And after 4 minutes, it does a second and final recall, and you get another 4 minutes. So we went from 12 minutes to actually giving everybody 14 minutes to get to the table. Okay,
Okay.
from when it starts. Now, we did have this happen a couple of times, and I had to go talk to the people. They had their partner's number and they put it in.
Oh.
Okay.
Now wait a
So
second.
yeah, when I identified who did it, I went and told them you can't do that. I said, "Oh, well, they said they were on their way. I thought it would help." I said, "No, it don't help." As a matter of fact, Ryan is thinking of a way that we could reprimand people that do that, get caught doing that, or people that come and put their code in. Oh, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be back, and then they're gone. So we're still going to have verifiers that look at the tables when the pads go green and everybody's supposed to be there.
Yep.
And we see a match is not playing. That's when the verifier will go over there and identify who's not there. Now they're on a clock. We're going to charge them. This is not in stone, but this is what Ryan had said. I recommend it too. That if they're not there, that's a timeout.
Is it? There you go.
And 3 minutes, if they're not there, it's another timeout.
Ooh.
Interesting. Interesting.
In your first game,
now-
no less.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if they're not there at the end of that, you've lost your first game.
Oh boy.
And I guess
Okay.
and we hadn't referred, and we might do the second game the same way
Mm-hmm.
because we can't. We need help from the players to keep things running smoothly. We could. Brian and Reed, they can come up with the neatest gadgets to help run a tournament, but if the players don't do their part,
Yeah, well, that's always
You know what you
that's
could
always a
do?
problem.
yeah,
Because I know that the concept of an app is in the future.
yeah,
What my argument would be is scannable QR code on your phone. When you walk up to the table,
do it like yeah.
now
Right, you
it's
can't-
connected to your ID. There's
Yeah.
no punching in the code. You scan it with your phone.
And
Everybody's got phone.
I'm sure they could do that. I'm sure that wouldn't be nothing but some programming for them. That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
I
And
got
you
you.
can't unless I see.
Unless I
hey,
have my partner's phone.
no,
Yo, Sean, give me your phone, bro.
no. Hey, Chase, I'm sending you a picture of my QR code.
Oh.
Well, but he still would have had to been at the table.
You
No,
think?
I send you
Oh,
a
if I
picture.
take a picture and send it to him, like I'm at the table. Here,
Yeah,
take.
here's my QR code.
There's always a way
Maybe,
around it.
maybe.
Yeah.
There's always a way around it. But
mean-
anyway,
Okay, come on. Now we're just getting silly.
I know we are. Hey, and people will do that.
I'm not saying I won't do it, but
Yeah. Well, anyway, look, it's like this. I talked to these people. They were totally embarrassed. I did not know that. I said, "Yeah, don't do it again." Oh, I promise I'll never do it again.
I 100% did it.
Yeah, you did.
100%.
Did you really? All right, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I did too.
Oh.
I was guilty of it and didn't get caught.
Look,
Hey.
But I'll
look.
say this. Here's the thing, and I'll be dead honest about it. I knew where Sean was and where he was and coming, and I was doing the flip. I was getting everything else ready to go. So the second he walked up, all he had to do was wrap up. So it wasn't like he was 10 minutes away. He was
But here's
at the
the thing.
entrance of the ballroom walking to the table.
All right, but here's the thing: if you wouldn't have put that code in, would you have been caught up on your first recall?
No, absolutely not.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe that or not.
No, 100% honesty. 100% honesty. I
All right.
would not have been.
Well,
I was
all
just
right,
doing
here's
it to try and keep things rolling.
All right. Well, here's the thing. I was playing with Mark, right?
Okay, that's your own
Mark-
fault, first of all.
Mark never left the place, right? And so I went over there and I put my code in. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm putting my code in."
Already put it in for
my,
you.
I don't know what my code is. I don't have a code. I said, "You didn't put a code when you set up your thing." So I went up there to the top, set up his code 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom.
Oh, thanks for letting us all know.
Look, no, he changed it. He changed it. But I'm just saying.
Sure.
So I just said, okay. I called us up. Now look, so I put it in there. Then he gets mad at me. I wanted to do it. I said, you can do it next match. So he did it, but I did do it that one time. But anyway, now we got to watch for that because,
sure.
if somebody takes 20 minutes to start their match,
That's
we done
different.
lost 5 minutes.
Mhm.
That's different.
So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. At the end of 14 minutes, in 3 minutes it's 17 minutes. They're going to get charged with timeout. Then at the end of that 3 minutes, it's going to be 20 minutes. That's a second timeout. That should be a
Yeah.
loss of a game.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like.
I mean,
Yeah. Well, I
And
mean,
so we got to keep the tournament going. I mean,
100%.
according to the way ITSF used to do it, and I guess they still do, 3 minutes. If you're not there, you're on recall 3 minutes. If you're not there in the next 3 minutes, you're down a game. Then you
harsh.
get another recall. And then if you're not there after the next one, you lose your second game. If it's 2 out of 3, you're done. So I mean,
Yeah. Forfeit.
yeah. And I remember when we was in France, I was playing downstairs in the gymnasium, and I had just won, put my results in, and I was climbing up them steps. When I got to the top, Donald Wilson, you're on recall. And I'm like,
What the? Come on.
give me
Oh.
time to walk up the steps.
Yeah.
And I made it in time, but it was like, goodness gracious. They're serious about that. But you know what? That's why they can have 1,000, 1,500 people show up at a tournament.
Right.
And of course, everything they have is single elimination too. So
Well,
and
let's
they do the round robins. But
right the round
I
robin. Yeah.
yeah, the
Right.
round robin
A little different.
and see Ryan looked at that. But when we started doing the numbers and the tables, or when he started doing the numbers and tables, you need a lot of tables
Yeah. Oh
to
yeah.
handle.
Of course.
ITSF only does 4 divisions:
Mm-hmm.
men, women, senior, junior. We have all that and more. We have more. They only have 4 events.
Yeah. One
Four
event per
singles,
day,
four.
right? That's
They
it.
have yeah. They do 4 singles, 4 doubles, 4 classic, and then team competition. You cannot hold that in USA and make enough
Mm.
money to cover your events.
Right.
You know, so that's why I like the concept. It's fun. You get to play different people, and it is fun. But for a tournament where promoters are trying to make a little bit of money, but also have enough events for everybody where they can play,
Yeah.
and
Keep it
you don't
going.
have your and you don't have your beginners and rookies and amateurs and experts. They're in their 20s to 40s play masters that will kick your butt
Mm-hmm.
like 15 to nothing.
Yeah.
So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, so that's why we have the different categories, and a lot of the players come overseas. They say they love all the different events because they get to play more. It's not just
Yeah.
one
Yep.
event that day, and I'm out, and then I'm out. So
Yep.
they like it. And so that's why we have a lot of them come over and play. But again, I know I keep drifting away from Mississippi State, but
No.
it's
No.
just all it's all foosball.
Yeah.
So we are going to have the tablets there.
That's awesome.
I'm looking forward to working on them and doing good. It's going to help cut down on verifiers where you don't need but 1 or 2 that can just go around and manage it. So, but you'll always need people to work the tournament. It's not that it's trying to get rid of people; it's just trying to help the tournament run more efficiently
Yeah.
and
So
stay on a good timely manner.
that brings up another question, and I haven't gotten to ask this to anybody yet, and this is off topic, so I apologize, from Mississippi, but we ran them at nationals. Do you believe that it helped run nationals a lot better?
Overall, I believe it helped the players get there
Mm-hmm.
a little sooner because I don't remember forfeiting, but maybe 3 or 4 people.
That was it.
But this is the part that I didn't even bring up yet that I love. When we do these tablets and it's all automated,
Yep.
automated.
Yeah.
Okay. So if somebody gets put on recall, they can't be mad at me. If somebody
Yeah,
gets
you're
on
right.
if somebody gets on second recall, they can't be mad at me.
Yep. And it
And
tells them
when-
right on the tablet.
Yeah.
It does. And when the tablet comes up, and this is so funny, when the tablet comes up there, it says so and so is now available to forfeit.
Yep.
And so
Ooh.
it's telling
I
me,
had to come
okay,
up to you about it.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
one of the very first ones somebody forfeit to, and I had to come up to you. I'm like, hey, I don't know what the deal is. Am I supposed to come to you? Am I supposed to stay at the table?
yeah. Well, usually what we're going to do, and this was new to us too, but what we're going to start doing is we try to announce, okay, so I give them one last chance.
Mhm.
It says they're available to forfeit, so I say, Chase Pennell, are you in the room? Raise your hand if you're in the room. Once, twice, okay. You forfeit, and I announce the other person's name. I got your results, and boom, I do it. Okay. That way it speeds things along, keep it. But when somebody gets forfeited out, they can't be mad at me.
Yeah.
I
You
call
got
the
text
match.
messages. You got your name called on the thing. Like,
How many
What do you want
transfers
us
do you
to do?
want? I mean,
Now again, the text messaging is not foolproof because
No,
it
I
all
get
is
it.
going to base on your service and on you know it it's still something to help you, but it's not the gospel, right? You
Yeah.
need to be
Sure.
watching charts and getting notifications. Don't put all your faith just in the texting because text is, there's times I get texts from people that they sent the next day and I don't know why I got it today. Oh, I
mm,
did that yesterday. Just stupid stuff happens. But, if you're there for a tournament, I remember when I used to come play foosball and I wasn't working for Tornado or working those tournaments. I kind of stuck around the room. And if I left, I'd say, "Hey,
Yeah.
listen for my name. I'll be right back."
mhm.
I
I
was there
lived
to
in the
play
room.
foosball. I
Yeah.
wasn't. I
Yeah.
wasn't all about unless I had the poops or something. I had to go to my room. Then I'll go to my room. But somebody's listening for me. But I didn't ever have that issue. I just always was ready to play. You
Yep.
know.
No, not to defend this situation that I found myself in, but this is back in at the Classic in Vegas. We were doing flight format, and I've forgotten what category. It might have been amateur doubles, something like that. Anyway, I was waiting 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours to finally play, and meanwhile, I was starving. It was probably what 11 o'clock at night. And so myself and Iceman stepped out to grab something to eat. I figured they're not going to call this match; it's just not going to happen. And of course, as soon as we went out to eat and we sat down, boom, I got a text. So
That's how it worked.
took my food to go,
That's exactly how.
got
it
an
works.
Uber back to the tournament within 6 minutes, and then they canceled the match.
You left the
And they
facility.
canceled it. Oh, you left. You didn't only leave the building. You had to get an Uber back,
Yes.
and then they canceled your match.
So
Well, that's unheard of. That canceling your match. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's not.
I
I mean-
had some inside pull.
it worked out. I mean, we didn't play until like 1:30 in the morning in that particular
Yeah.
match. But yeah, I'll don't.
Well,
I won't do that again.
All right, let me tell you. This is how it's supposed to work. And I've had Ryan talk to me over and over. The flight formats. Once we start flight formats, that flight is the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
It has to finish on time
Yep.
in order to start B. B has to finish on time to start elimination. So that's supposed to be the top priority. Now, if you have an amateur flight going and say let's say open is most important because that's really the only one that has a scheduled finals.
Right.
So the elimination has to get done in time for the finals. And so far, we've been close, but we still hadn't hit it dead on the head on men's yet.
Okay.
Women's, we've been okay. Men's, we've been close. I think 20 minutes was all we was off at
Wasn't bad.
nationals. It wasn't that
Yep.
bad.
Right.
And when you're seeing, oh my gosh, you got people playing different events. And I got a story too about nationals that's just going to blow people away. But we try to do the best we can by getting them going. But it takes the people. Now, in your case, you probably had somebody you was waiting on that was playing in another flight,
Yep.
another event, and it just kept screwing things up. But Ryan's goal is you should never wait more than 40 minutes for a match.
There you go.
Okay, that's the goal. If if it's like we got somebody in two things, flight goes first, and then maybe call that one, and then go right back to that one, because that way you won't never have over a 30 or 40-minute wait.
That would
at
be
the
great.
longest.
That'd be perfect.
And we're trying to watch that. They're trying to run it into the software too, to where Logic thinks it on everything. We also have priority tabs we can set, and I'm wanting to set Mississippi up where everything's prioritized. And the thing about this software is when we look, if we see a hole, there's a feature called force match. We can force match, and that will be the next one called. What we used to have to do is go through and write stuff down, find who they are, bench them, and then when we see them all free, unbench them, let them play. Computer does it for you. It sees a match, it's forced. It's going to make sure the players wait and are available to play that match. So that's the thing of the past now, having big holes, unless you have a Jeff Rico. Okay.
Yeah, he was in
Now-
every event.
Yeah.
Now people said, golly, y'all didn't finish. Well, first of all, they said, y'all ain't going to finish till 8 or 9 o'clock. I said, we'll be through by 7. I just threw it out there, okay? Well, I'm sitting up there, I'm dozing. Miriam took a picture at 5 a.m., and I was like, in the chair. And she sent it to me. I'm like, where'd you get that? And then she said, at 5 o'clock. But anyway, so we're sitting here, and then I'm sitting there about to doze off again. Then Jennifer says, they just shook hands, it's over. I
Wow.
said, cool. And she says, oh, my God, it's 6:59.
In the morning.
Expert singles final.
Yeah.
In the morning.
And she looked, how'd you know? I said, I've done this a time or two. and actually, I was just saying, if things go right, it should be over. But here's the thing. That Jeff Rico was in every freaking finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
In
was in a
every
lot.
match. And look, he played back to back to back to back to back, starting at around 10 or 11 o'clock at night. He was back to back on every match. Whenever his match was done, he'd shake hands, take off, run. I said, "Oh, stop! You can't go nowhere."
Yeah, you can't.
Finally,
Yeah.
finally,
Yeah.
he said, "Can I please go to the bathroom?" I
Right.
said, "Yes." That's
Okay.
the only place you can go. So
Well,
That right there made us finish at 659, and that's the only reason. There's no way we can stop it. We've all had our monsters. Brady Rowowski was one of them at
Hannah
the
Smith
tournament
used to do
here and
it.
there.
yeah.
Yeah. Vera even did it one time when she
Yep.
first started. She tied up all the lower divisions, and then she would play an Open 2. We've always had,
I did
there's
it at
always,
Maryland State
yeah,
once. I was that guy.
yeah, there's always that guy. Jacob Balkos has done it.
Yep.
Sure.
There's always somebody that does it. You always got somebody, and this was Jericho's. And I really wish they'd have bumped him on up to maybe pro status. But
Well, at least
he's
expert. I mean,
well,
because
he was an amateur in singles and rookie in doubles.
I can't
Now
believe
he's
that.
straight.
A rookie.
Yeah, he's straight amateur. He was rookie in doubles, and he didn't win rookie doubles. He got second.
You got second.
Well, you made it to the finals.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's
that's
true.
different from winning it.
right.
That's different from winning.
That's
That's
true.
That's not the same thing. I
Everybody
promise
should
you.
at least get one chance to win, right?
Yep.
Everybody should at least get one chance to win. But he had a great game against Tony.
Mhm.
He didn't slop him to death. I watched it.
Yep.
He didn't slop him.
Brady.
Tony might not. Tony might not have been 100% on his game, but Tony wasn't giving up. He was fighting. He was fighting.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just things happen like that sometime,
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you when they play, it'll be a different story next time because I'm sure
Oh, no doubt.
yeah. I don't think he underestimated. Tony never underestimates anybody, but this guy come out on all cylinders go, and that dude's gonna move up. He's gonna mess us up at Worlds too. He's
I
gonna
was
be
saying,
in all
you
the
guys
brackets at
can't
Worlds.
bump him until after Worlds, right?
No, can't. It's
Yeah, yeah.
oh he got bumped up in rookie.
Oh,
I was
you did
gonna
bump him
say,
from rookie.
He
yeah.
did go up in doubles because he placed high in some other doubles.
Right.
He was in another. I think he was in expert finals
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I can look it up.
and doubles. He was in some other doubles, but yeah, he got bumped. Well, it's not our call; it's the points committee's call.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I mean,
the thing about it.
it just
Brian don't
seems-
have control over the
Yeah.
points. I don't have control over the points. It's all the points committee, and they said, we're not putting everybody up until after Worlds, but he did go up in doubles because he was in some finals in doubles.
and it's not like he's from
Let's
Europe
talk
or
about
something.
that real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
He got second in rookie doubles. He got ninth in open singles, third in amateur doubles, ninth in expert doubles, first in amateur singles, second in expert singles, second expert mixed.
Dang.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a lot of good finishes
for a
huh?
rookie, no less.
Yeah, for a rookie.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
Wow.
And doubles, amateurs and singles points. He was already an amateur in singles, and he's not a new player. He's from Washington State,
Right.
so he's not a new player. Not a new
I thought
player.
he was from. Oh yeah, Washington. Okay.
Yeah, he's from Washington State. He's not a new player.
Mm-hmm.
He's just been putting in the time. He's shooting a front pin like Euro style
Yep.
on a Bonzini,
Federico. Yeah.
and he's perfected it on a Tornado.
Damn.
I mean,
good for him.
he's going to be a good force to be reckoned with. And his passing was, I mean, if you pass on Tony, you know how to pass.
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
It wasn't a slouch, and he wasn't crapping the ball in. He might have made one or two, but that happens in foosball.
No, I
But-
had to D him up, and I played him in rookie doubles, and I was shocked. I was like, dang, this guy, there's just no way. I mean,
Yeah.
you see good rookies. There's no question about that. But this guy was just, transcendent. I'm like, this is not a rookie. What the heck is going on? Where's he from? What's going on? So, when I found out he was an American, I thought for sure he maybe had just, come in from Europe.
Well, that's what a
uh,
lot of people thought.
Yeah.
That's what a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of people thought. That y'all don't let an overseas player come in and he's playing rookies, killing everything. No, he's from here.
Huh. Wow.
So I mean, he
Unusual.
eventually might have come from somewhere, but anyway, he had a great weekend. We do have it wrote in our other things that if you're a beginner and you place at upper events, you're no longer a beginner. You can't play beginner because you're not a beginner.
Correct.
And some people thought that was written into the other events, like if you play in the finals of an upper event, you automatically move to that event. When they brought that to my attention, I looked at everything and it don't say anything whatsoever.
Hmm.
That used to be a hidden rule.
It was a known
It was a known hidden rule back on
hidden
IFP.
rule. Yeah. And
For
so I think
Because you did that to me.
they did.
It happened to
You
you.
did.
I did. I didn't have no control over raising
Hold up.
people up.
Hold up. Check this out. Warrior, I won as an expert with an amateur goalie pro doubles at the tour kickoff, and you were in charge of the USTSA points. Yes, you were.
I didn't play when they had Warrior.
I know that, but
I quit.
But you were still in charge of the USTSA points.
No, I never was a part of USTSA, only USTSO. And we didn't start until 2019 with me. I
I'm gonna
promise
go back
you.
and look.
Go ahead. I know I've never been a part of USTSA, only USTSO. USTSO started in 2016. USTSA was around back before me on that. I played
Okay.
foosball, but I wasn't part of the organization. I
Hmm.
think it was a guy
Look it
named
up.
Larry. Was it Larry Davis?
It might have been Larry Davis.
Yeah. He was up here in Tennessee. He should have took care of you. But yeah, that's one that was doing it back then.
I'm gonna look it up.
So this is not a new problem that somebody.
Well, they bumped me on.
steps in.
They bumped me on USTSA.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, hey, like I said, I went to my very first tournament was a tour kickoff in New Orleans. I got second in rookie singles. They automatically bumped me to an amateur. I go to St. Louis at Masters. I win first place amateur singles, first place amateur doubles. Now I'm a 1793 semi-pro.
wow.
Pro starts at 1800.
Yep.
Me and Billy Barnes goes to Atlanta. We beat the number one seeded team of Russ King and Richard White. The only reason we beat them because we play them every weekend. They used to come up to Mississippi. We go down to New Orleans.
Oh, you knew their game.
We're only 2 or 3 hours away, so we knew their game.
Yeah.
And so we beat them, the number one seed. Back then they had ELO. They shot me up to like 2,200 points. And so I turned from a rookie to a pro in 1 year.
Ooh, how does that happen?
1990, I was a pro,
Yeah.
and I still played. I still had fun, but my winning was kind of done. I had good games, but I kind of quit foosball, helped raising my kids and teaching, t-ball and all that kind of stuff, doing scouting, until a buddy of mine called me, "Hey man, let's go play Mississippi State in expert doubles." I said, "I can't. I'm a pro." He said, "You need to check the points."
Mhm.
So I got lowered back down to expert, I guess, for not playing. I don't know, but this was like in 2003 or 4, something like that. But anyway, I went and played, and of course I won the expert doubles and the expert singles, but I didn't get moved up, and been a struggling expert ever since. Till about 4 or 5 years ago, I finally went back up to pro and doubles because everybody complained about me.
Huh.
But if you go look at my results, you don't see where I dominated expert. I had a couple good wins, but that was about it. But I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I mean,
I understand.
yeah.
well, I mean, it's a very
I
difficult
have good
thing.
games, I
Yeah.
have good games, I mean, Chase can let you know. I played him and Shannon one time, had a good game.
Mm-hmm.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Then who
From the
was it?
goalie.
Then what happened the next time we played?
I think y'all might have got us back.
Uh-huh.
Is that the
Interesting.
story you're gonna tell?
But I was a merely pro playing with probably an amateur or something. Who was I playing
Mark.
with?
Mark.
Yeah, I was playing with an amateur. So I can't remember who
Oh,
was I
boy.
playing with when we beat y'all. Was I playing with Jamie? A guy named Jamie? Wait, who was I playing
Was
with?
it Hughes?
Yeah, Jamie Hughes. Yeah, that's right. But I was shooting pretty good out of back.
Yeah, you were.
I had fun.
You were.
Man.
Yeah.
So,
But I'll go ahead and tell you, my worst match ever was at Nationals.
This Nationals?
Yeah.
huh.
Really? Against who?
Um,
You don't even know, do you?
yes, I do. Mason, Connor, and Cobit. Kopitz? Is that it? Am I saying his name wrong?
I don't know.
Got me.
Oh, well, anyway, they beat us 5-0,
Ooh.
5-2, 5-1. I lost 15-3.
Dang.
I looked at Mark, and I said, I ain't never playing this game again.
Connor Mason
Don't
and
ask me.
Justin Kopitz. Thank you, Louis.
That's who it
Team
was.
42. Yep. Connor Mason and
That's
Justin
who it
Kopitz.
was.
Yeah.
And they beat me 5-0, 5-2, 5-1.
Wow.
That was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. I've never been
Ooh.
beat like that before in my life. That bad.
Yes, you have.
And I told Mark, man, just have fun. I said, that wasn't fun.
that was not fun.
I'm not playing no more this weekend. I can't work and play too and really get into it. And he
I
says,
was
"Well,
gonna
I
say
know
you
that."
got beat worse than that by me, so don't even go there.
Negative. You ain't never beat me like that.
I beat you 5-0, 5-1.
Where?
You don't remember that with Mark?
I must have amnesia.
I
don't
didn't
remember
miss a
that.
shot.
You did? Okay. Well, I should have quit when you did that.
That's why I was giving you crap about it. I'm like, how do you not
Oh.
remember this? You guys
Well,
gave
that
me
was-
so much crap about it for like 3 days after
that
that
was-
happened.
Yeah,
I'd
that
want to
was 2
forget.
games. They beat me 3 games.
That's true. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Usually after second game you get going. But
Right.
yeah, that's bad too. I remember now. Yeah.
Because you guys
had to
kept going,
play-
you didn't have the 5-0 curse.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Jeez.
But I tell you what, man, I said, that's probably Mark. So I signed up for expert
100%.
sing. Look, I signed up for expert singles, and I was playing a rookie or amateur. I think his name is John Garcia. Real nice guy.
John
Big muscle
Garcia. I
guy.
know John. Yeah, he's from,
really,
New
really
England.
nice guy.
Yeah, great guy.
He beat the crap out of me.
Hmm.
And after he beat me, he comes up to me and says, "Friend me on Facebook. I sent you a request. You need to friend me." And I don't never go look at that stuff. So I looked. Yeah, he tried to friend me a while back. So I friended him and everything. And I told Mark, I said, I apologize. It wasn't you. It's me. But yeah, John really played good. I think in foosball, everybody has their best game against me.
Interesting.
Everybody wants to beat me.
I get it.
You're the goal.
And I don't get it. Why? I'm not a bad person. I don't
No,
mouth people.
no.
I
It's
don't-
just
Okay, I can actually
everybody
answer
wants to
this question
smoke
for you.
me.
There's 2 reasons. One, your staff, auto target. Okay? Auto target. Part 2 of that is you are the hammer.
I'm a tack hammer now.
There you go. There you go.
I
I'm
mean,
a tack hammer.
you're the hammer, bro.
Back in
Gotta
the
accept
day,
it. You've got to accept it.
back in the day, I could slam a ball in there loud enough where everybody thinks somebody's hitting metal with a hammer. That's
Mhm,
where the nickname came from.
There you go.
But now, y'all take it easy on this old guy.
Oh,
I mean,
well.
I started playing seniors because it was a little easier. Now the seniors are kicking my butt because we got some.
Well,
I'm 61.
You got Gummison
So-
and McMillan in seniors
Yeah.
now.
All
So,
of them, and I
you
don't.
know,
They don't smoke me, but still they're gonna win. So I just got 2 more years till I'm 63, and then I start getting me some more W's back on my under
there
my belt,
you
I
go.
guess.
There you
something,
go.
something to look forward to, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, being a promoter and playing, being at a tournament and playing, I mean, you got too many distractions, man. I think they're just right there as a handicap.
Most definitely. When you're running a tournament, you're always listening, you're always thinking.
Yeah.
And it just reflects back to at Worlds last year.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing with Mark, we was on the table. Then all of a sudden I hear we need medical help on table so and so. I mean, I turned, I said, official timeout, took off running, and it was Dr. Steve Chase. He fell out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, we had an ER nurse and we had Sullivan Rue there also.
Yes.
And they got him and they was taking care of him.
I was right there,
And he,
by the way. When that
yeah, he
happened.
was sweating profusely. They took his shirt off. They said, you need to get checked out. And he said, I'll be all right. I just need to calm down. He got calmed down and, eventually got better, but he did finish and he did go get checked out.
Mm-hmm.
But, the guy had a history of a lot of heart, bypasses and all kind of stuff. And of course
Yeah.
he did pass away a week later
Yeah.
from that. And, come to find out it was just, what you call a ticking time bomb
Mm-hmm.
because he had so many heart issues and he was, he kind of knew it. And so his family kind of knew it. So, but anyway, he was doing the thing he loved. He played foosball. He liked helping foosball players in his dental practice. So he loved it. Good guy, real nice guy. And, he will be missed, of course, all the Louisiana players. We got another Dr. Chase that's from Florida. And when he comes up and play, I had to make sure and say the first name because everybody looks around and it kind of freaks them out a little bit. So that was kind of weird having 2 Dr. Chases on tour.
2 Dr. Chase.
One of-
okay.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
it now. Okay.
Dr. Chase from around here in Louisiana was a dentist, and the other Dr. Chase was a doctor of something.
Mm.
Business, I believe. Yeah, a business something. That means he's smart with money or something,
Maybe.
But anyway, I heard that. I ran over there, If somebody's arguing on the table, I'm going to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody complains about something, I'm going to hear it. So I always have those distractions. There's no way I can cut that off. No way. Even when I go help Mark run his tournaments down there in Louisiana, I hear it. When I'm up here in Hattiesburg playing at the local place here, I hear it. It's just
Can't help it.
it's just one of those things. Yeah,
Yeah.
can't hear it.
Yeah. That's your job. That's what
That's
you
one
do.
reason why I never really team up with somebody before I go. I team up at the tournament.
Yep.
And that's if they can't find anybody, I will play with you and I'll do my best. But, Mark already accepts the fact that I'm going to be distracted. I mean, he knows it. But we have fun playing together. Unless we get beat 15-3 or 15-1 like he did. Then then it's not much fun. But, it kind of, now I'm going to get personal with y'all. One of the things I really love about doing foosball tournaments, even being a promoter, even being tournament director, is I get to meet so many people.
Oh yeah.
I love meeting people. I love getting to know people, and because of my faith in God,
Amen,
I
brother.
love to maybe witness or help people. You know, there's been so many times, and I'll say this with all sincerity. There's been times in the past 3 or 4 years I want to quit. I just want to stop. It's too much. It's too much.
Yep.
I just can't stand it. And then I'll get a phone call at 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey man, I need some help. Can you pray with me? And I'll do it. Or I have somebody text, man, I got some issues going on. Will you please, pray for me and help me? And so that right there reminds me of the reason why I love to do foosball so much is just so I can meet other people. And if somebody needs some help, I try to do what I can or point them in the right direction if I can't. But I always try to be a positive note. Just like poor Reed. Reed's my buddy. I love this guy. He's so cool.
He's the
So
best.
fun. But last year, well, back at Hall of Fame, when everything went wrong that could go wrong, he was just beside himself. He felt bad. He was doing all he could. The tournament finally got going. We got it done. That's pretty low for him, that and TKO. But like I said, I love this guy, and what he's doing is very good. And as soon as you get the stuff worked out, it's going to be the best. It already is the
It's
best.
amazing. Yeah.
But I called him. I called him the week after. I said, "Hey man, don't kick yourself. Everything I'm hearing from everybody is they love what they see
Yep.
and they know it's going to be awesome. And you, the man, you can do it. And it's come to pass.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
It's
the
working.
best
It really
there
has.
is,
It's great stuff.
and they're going to keep adding to it. There's going to be more.
yeah.
There's going to be stuff I don't even know coming.
Yeah.
100%.
You know, and they probably don't need to tell me because it's hard to keep excitement like that in. But I mean, I
They know
am.
they can't tell you.
I do keep a lot of stuff. Anything that I can say, don't you say nothing. The only person that might hear about it be my wife, and that's because I don't keep anything from her.
Right.
That's
Right. Right.
that's how we've been married together 36 years. You just don't keep secrets
Yeah.
with your spouse if you want to stay together. Not that she cares. She used to love foosball, but now she kind of hates it.
Well.
Like I'm going to miss a birthday this week because I'm going to Mississippi State, but
Oh
Mississippi
boy.
State's very important.
Oh boy.
Well, we can celebrate that birthday the week before. That's what I always told them. Since when do you always celebrate it on their birthday? It's always on the weekend. So, but anyway, I make sure my family know I love them, and I'm doing this
Yep.
not only just for myself, but just for the kingdom.
Amen.
And that's one thing I really love, man.
If you're
It's
if you're
a lot of fun.
dedicated to foosball, if you really take this sport seriously, regardless of what your level might be, and you just love it, you got to have a family support, man. You need it. You need
Yeah.
that kind of thing. If you're going to get better, you need somebody to say, "Hey, go practice or go play or whatever the case."
Yeah.
And that's
Well, I mean,
you know,
yeah, they liked it, and they used to come and watch. But now, whenever we go to tournaments, there'll be other wives there. You're not gonna stay and watch. She said, "I done my time."
all
Look,
right.
in the '90s, she would come with a double stroller and a kid walking,
Wow.
3 kids, and come to the tournament at Dallas. And they would watch a little bit, and she says, "All right, we're going to the mall, or okay, we're going to Bass Pro Shop. We're going to do this." She knows Grapevine probably better than some people that live there. I mean, she done a lot of stuff, and so
Mhm.
she has fun doing that kind of stuff now. She loves to explore, and used to we'd go like 2 or 3 days early to a tournament. And the whole family go to Six Flags, and then we'd have fun. Like when I went to the World Series this year, we had my grandkids with me, and they said we want Papa to go, so we stayed an extra day
There you
just so
go.
we could go to Six Flags, and we had a blast. They loved it. I had fun, and it was worth it.
Yeah. I'm curious.
So
This comes to mind here when it comes to you and promoting and of course running tournaments. Is there anybody, well, in the recent past who has done as many tournaments as you?
uh, well, I really don't know. I know Kristen did a lot of tournaments
Oh,
back in
sure.
her
Kristen.
time.
Yep. Yep.
Her
Hmm.
and John did a lot.
A
Yep.
lot. Yep.
Um, but I really hadn't looked at it like that. I really hadn't thought about it. I've been doing a lot. Um, I'm for hire. State tournaments will hire me
Hmm.
come. As a matter of
Hmm.
fact, I'll be doing Mississippi State, and we lock up Monday, and the truck heads to Ohio.
Yeah.
I fly out to Ohio Wednesday morning.
Wow.
So I get one day to go home, wash my clothes, and I get on a plane. I go to Ohio, and I'll be there till the following Monday. Then I come home. Then I got 3 weeks till Worlds.
Yep.
So it's going to be real busy. But then after Worlds, I have a long stretch till December.
Mm.
One tournament I would like to go to that I keep telling the promoters, my friends, McCalls, I keep telling them I'm coming, and
Louisiana,
I
It's
hadn't
so
made
hard
one
because
yet.
it's Thanksgiving,
It's
man.
Thanksgiving, I know, but
It's so hard to do.
North
I want to go
Carolina.
to, dude. It's 2 hours from me, and I can never
yeah,
go. It's
yeah.
the most upsetting thing in the world to me.
See, I used to love to do the Black Friday because I didn't shop, but I like to watch people.
Yeah.
I'm a people
Oh,
person. I
the
like to watch.
best.
I remember one time. You remember when those little
Like the
scooters when you hold
Jazzies.
hand,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
scooter
Yeah.
balls. Remember when
Yeah.
that was super huge? Okay, they had two pallets full of them, and I just got up on the back of one of the racks over there close to it. And I was sitting there, and all of a sudden they unwrapped the plastic. Everybody's just going crazy, just passing them back. And I was just sitting there, just shaking my head, watching. And the guy from Walmart that was handling me, he says, "You want it?" I said, "I want to." He said, "Okay." So I just sat there and watched, was laughing, and when it got a little down, he said, "These two are his," and he handed them to me. I'm like, "This is sweet." I got to watch all that, and it was just hilarious. But yeah, I
That's
like to watch
Black
that kind of
Friday.
stuff.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
it
great.
is.
It's
Now I don't want to have nothing to do with it.
well, I don't think many people do because you can just
Yeah,
go online. Just go to
yeah, it's a lot different now. I
yeah.
mean, you don't have the excitement like they used to have. I mean,
No.
you go to these big stores and you get these little coupons. You think you're gonna win you a $500 free, but I don't think they ever give that away. I think it's just installed. Just gets you there.
Well,
You know.
no, things have changed so dramatically because it really, I mean, 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, you can go onto the internet and find whatever you want
Yeah,
for a lot less money
that's
than what
right.
you'd normally pay. And somebody's got it someplace,
Yeah,
Thank
you
you,
go to
Amazon.
Temu. You go to Temu, you can get them for a penny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's what it
I, I got
is.
I got my last scam done to me about a year ago. It said you have qualified for the penny sale. Pick out 5 items for a penny. So I
Yeah,
pick them out, and it says congratulations. Now you just have to spend another $35.
$50. Yeah,
To have
whatever
them
it
Yeah,
is.
delivered.
$50.
Oh,
Yeah, and so I click on that item. I click on that item that's 50 something dollars to get it because I'd like to have it. And then all of a sudden it says you have $35 to go. You have $30 to
yeah.
go. I said, wait a minute, I just bought $50. Well, only $5 goes toward. And by the time I did it, I'm going to be spending about 200 or 300 bucks just to get
Yep.
my five
Just to
items for
get your.
free. So I just hit delete, 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 delete,
Yeah.
delete, delete, delete. You ain't getting me.
Wow. That's,
Yeah,
you know what? There's a lot of pitfalls out there. You got to be careful.
yeah,
But
yeah,
regardless, I mean, Black Fridays are just never going to be the same ever again, just
yeah.
because,
They're
No.
not.
you know.
And that might be a good thing the way the world's going. We don't a lot
Yeah.
of crazies out there. But
Yeah.
one thing I know for sure, Mississippi State's definitely going on this weekend. I know they having some tropical storms in the Gulf, but it's not going to
Mm.
affect us up in Pearl.
Okay.
So it's going to be good. The the foosball is going to be fantastic. Um, if we outgrow this location, we'll move to a bigger location next year because there's plenty of them around.
Yep.
But I know the competition is going to be great. I know we're going to have the tablets. We're going to have the live stream. So I'm just all ready. I'm ready to get going. Look, I'm ready to start putting some tables together.
He's got the
Um,
got the tools out and everything, ready to
yeah,
rock and
they're
roll.
gonna start setting up on Wednesday. We start on Thursday at
Hmm.
lunchtime, and the stream should be up and going late. Maybe Thursday or Friday for sure. Um, and like I said, you know, I don't even think last year we even needed a ref, but maybe once or twice.
Good.
Everybody
That's
pretty
awesome.
much learns
Yeah.
it pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to the tablets. One thing that people need to get used to about these tablets is you need to go ahead and have some money in your pocket. If you're used to calling refs or used to getting refs called on you, have change in your pocket already. Because I'm telling the refs now that they go straight to the table and we don't handle it. See, the way we used to handle it is I made them give me the money,
Yep.
and then
Okay.
they could play their match because they got to give me the money. Well, now the refs are doing it at the table, and they're not supposed to start playing until the refs get paid.
Hmm.
It's the only way they can do that is have correct change. So we have to do some training on that, but that's going to eventually get there. And I like the way when you need your table worked on, it asks you, do you have a broke pen, a broke man, a messed up rod, a messed up mirror? And that's pretty cool. And so it's definitely going in the right way. And the question is, did the tablets work? You know, that you asked a while back. I think overall efficiency, it helped.
Yep.
It helped get people there because people did not want to forfeit. They did not want to lose the drop our side.
Gets results
Oh,
in faster too.
Yep.
gets results in
Oh,
faster.
immediately.
And yeah, the only thing that might speed it up is if you made them start losing games. If you're not there at your first recall, you're
Oh,
down
It
a
does
game.
that.
that'll do it.
It
That
does that.
that no, it don't. No, that's how it used to be.
Oh
That's
no,
how
it was
I
ball.
did.
It was ball inside. That's what
You
it
lose.
was.
You lose side first and
Side
then
first
ball.
and then the ball.
Okay.
But if
So
you did a game,
all right,
nobody would leave the ballroom.
here's the real question, Donald. So you've talked about there's going to be some great players there. You've talked about everything, all the software, all the tablets, streaming, all that great stuff
And the
for the
food. We
person
talked about
and the
food.
food and the venue.
Yeah.
For somebody who's on the fence, who has not said, "Oh, I'm definitely going." Obviously, there's not even rooms right now, so you're gonna have to make a decision real quick, find a place to crash.
Right.
But what would be something that's not been on that list that you would be like, "Hey, this is why you should come to Mississippi State"?
Okay, Mississippi State. The most important thing is to see some great foosball. 3 years ago, when we had it up there, it might be even 4 years. We had one of the best matches that we have ever seen. Michael Bates and Sullivan Rue played Terry Rue and Corey
Yes.
Taylor.
That was
remember
that was a
It
tearjerker.
went 2 matches.
Yep.
I think it was even match ball,
Mm-hmm.
and then Terry won. Everybody in the bleachers was crying. They were crying.
Yep.
He was hugging on his daughter. He loved her. She did great. He was crying. She was crying. I mean, I was teared up. I mean, it was just that great of a match. They all
Yeah.
got round of applause for doing it.
Yeah.
He said, I wanted my daughter to win, but then again, I wanted to win and I wanted Corey to get it, and it was just like it was a no-win situation for me. That's how much, that was a very
That's
passionate
drama.
game, and it could have went either way. And that match was talked about for a year. I know
For a
throughout
Oh,
while.
easily.
So we're known to
I
have
remember
good
it
matches.
vividly.
We're
And
known to have good matches like that in Mississippi.
here's the thing. With ESPN and other coverage like this knocking at the door soon, that kind of drama, that kind of story, man, that's a big sell right there. Big sell.
Absolutely.
It is.
You see
It
this
is.
this kind of thing you don't see in professional sports very often. A father playing against a daughter or a son or whatever the case, and having it that close and that's drama, right? This is what this is made of. This
Yeah,
is why.
and just like
100%.
with Brady playing pro doubles with his dad and winning,
Yeah.
father
Yep.
son playing and
Mm-hmm.
winning. That's just not a lot of that.
Yep.
It makes for good stories.
Oh, it's
And like you said, they're knocking at the door.
it's they're curious as, hey, what's going on in there? There must be something really happening with 800 people expected to show up for World Championships this year in New
Mhm.
Orleans. What do you think? It's hard to really predict, but do you think World Championships is going to be the biggest ever this year?
I think so. There's already people booking their rooms now,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and we heard about people booking their rooms a while back. You know, I think it will be bigger than last year.
Okay.
And what was our number last year? 700 and
727?
Yeah.
720.
something like that.
Yep. Yep.
I say
You
it was
know,
just right around 7:30, something
Yeah,
like that.
I would like to see it break 800, but
Mhm.
I would love to see 1,000 people.
Ooh,
I would love to see 1,000. That
wouldn't
would
that
be
be
awesome.
something?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. And look, you know, I know everybody's heard about the contract with the hotel, right? Ryan could only do a 2-year contract.
Yep.
Um, they already had $1 million contract that they did not want to get out of because they're getting some money.
Yep.
So that's why we're having to go somewhere else next year.
Okay.
But if we have 1,000 people, I bet he's going to try awful hard to stay in New Orleans, maybe at another hotel. I'm not sure. But if I got 1,000 people, I don't think I'd want to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Let's
Seriously.
ride that puppy until it drops back down to 500 or 600. Then we'll think about going somewhere. But the thing is foosball's getting more exciting, and there is some stuff that I can't say that's going to make it even bigger on the horizon.
Oh boy.
All I can say, if you think we're rocking now, oh my goodness, you hadn't seen nothing yet. Ryan told me when he first got started, he wants to make each year better. Each year better.
There you
each
go.
year better. And so far, he is delivering on what he said.
It's he was,
And I'm not just saying that because I work for him. I'd say I hear that from other people that don't work for him that just play foosball.
Well, when he sat down with us at Nationals and episode number 304, I believe it was, and he went on a bit, and I think at that moment he really, really, really wanted to get more into detail about stuff, but he held back, and I said, "But man, I still want the scoop." When you do finally talk about these things you've been kind of hinting around, I definitely want to hear about it and bring him back and have him reveal.
Yeah, definitely.
He
will definitely want to do that.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, a lot of times when me and Ryan talk, I say, "Hey, bud, I just need 5 minutes." Or I'll call him. He says, "All right, I don't have 10 minutes." An hour and a half later, we say, "All right, we really got to go." That's how enthused and fired up he gets talking about foosball.
Yep.
And I'm the wrong person to talk to about foosball or anything in general because back when I worked for Mary, she had me doing registration, keeping up with the refs, keeping up with table maintenance, keeping up with recalls, keeping up with people getting registered and new players entering them in. I was doing 5 or 6 different things. And with Ryan, first time I worked for him, he saw that. He goes, "No, sir. We're taking this away. We're taking this away." He says, "All I want you to do is talk. I want you to answer questions.
Wow.
Give them what they need to know." So now I can literally say, I get paid to run my mouth. And so that is right up my alley because, if it's going on at this tournament, I'm probably going to know about what I need to tell them.
Yeah.
The only thing that's hard to predict when people come talk to me sometimes is how late we play in the night. Well, I got to look at the charts. And used to, we had somebody else doing charts, and I have to ask them. They wouldn't know I have to wait. So, but now I'm more in tune with what we're doing with that because I'm watching it and kind of keeping it going. But the tournament's going to run itself. So I'll know a little bit more about what's going on. And so I can give a little better answers now. But when it comes to the schedule, I can tell you what you need to know. When it comes to how long you got to wait, I can almost tell you close. But I'm never going to tell everybody you're next because we never, I can say you're next, and then somebody that's playing with somebody jumps on the table. I can't predict that kind of stuff.
Right. Right.
But if it's flight format, we can predict that stuff because that's what the top priority is. And of course, as pecking order, Open's going to take priority over pro, pro over expert, expert over amateur, amateur over rookie, and rookie over beginner. That's just the way it is. But again, Ryan's goal, he told me, is never to have to wait over 40 minutes to play a match.
I get it.
Now you might be playing different events back to back, so you're not going to get a break. And a lot of people like breaks. Well, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You got to choose. Either you're going to wait a while so you can go eat, or you're going to play until it's done.
How about playing and then worrying about that stuff?
Yeah. I always try to eat before I go, or I have some snacks to snack on.
Yeah.
But with me working, I don't never get to leave up there. And I tell you what, I can, and I'm not, and I just want everybody to know, and y'all know who you are. I really appreciate a lot of the people that come to these tournaments because they realize sometimes I can't get out of that seat, and they bring me food. They bring me, an icy. My Alabama and Georgia people bring me ices. They love me.
Icy.
And I always tell them, whenever somebody brings me a Coke icy, I say, now you're my favorite player from Alabama, or you're my favorite player from Georgia. So that's always been a funny thing between me and Jimmy Watkins, and now Cindy Head's getting into it.
For,
Sometimes you need icy, so they know I like Coke ices. That's
so
just
icy. What exactly is an
yeah,
icy?
It's like a
a
slushy.
frozen, yeah, slushy, a frozen drink,
Oh, I
Coke
see what you.
flavor.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. No,
and I had let's see, I had some people go to Benny Hanna's and they would always bring me some of their leftovers. I think
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's always been one of them. My buddy over in Florida. I don't know if I need to say his name or people might get mad that he's doing that for me and nobody else, but he knows who he is. And then I had at Nashville somebody brought me a sandwich, or maybe that was Vegas. But anyway, they hooking me up now, and I just want them to know I really appreciate them doing that for me
Yeah.
because it helps me when I'm stuck there all day, because I don't have time to go back to room. And I think the biggest complaint from everybody, it was kind of funny when Ryan asked about the hotel over there, it got kind of quiet. But I think, he said, how many of y'all like the venue? Chirp, 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 chirp. There wasn't a whole lot of talking. And it wasn't really so much the venue other than the hotel was over here and you had to walk over
Yeah.
a
A
football field
mile.
length.
Yeah.
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 It was
To
a
get
long
to
way.
the next hallway, which has those, they need to have those in both hallways.
Moving sidewalks, basically.
Moving
Yeah.
sidewalk, they need to have
Yeah.
in both of them.
Yeah.
But as far as, you know, when I go to play foosball, that's what I go for. I could care less what's outside the door of the hotel
Yeah.
because I didn't come for that. I come for foosball. So as far as being in the middle of a cornfield, I made jokes the whole weekend. I was saying, "You ever watch Children of the Corn? Let's go watch that movie and then take a walk around outside tonight.
Yeah.
Jeepers
Right.
creepers.
See how you feel. No,
Just see how you like that."
Absolutely.
it was pretty amazing though because we were there the whole time and we're right next to the river and there's flood warnings all over the place at that whole weekend. All weekend.
Yeah,
Like when
yeah.
when is the water coming in? That's what I want to know.
Well, they
And
had it downstream from us,
yes. Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was some of the flash flooding was from the little bitty rivers going to the big river. The big
Mhm.
river was up; you could see that, but
Oh, sure.
mainly maybe it's some little ones. And if you saw them cornfields coming in, a lot of that was underwater
No
Yeah.
doubt.
in
Yeah.
patches. That's why they were not as big as the other ones.
Yeah, I was wondering
But he,
about the Uber ride on Monday, whether or not they were going to be able to get to me. It's like,
yeah,
and it was
It's
45
the Ohio
minutes.
River, man. You don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, plus they are working on the interstate there inside of
Mm-hmm.
Louisville. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's over with now. So next year the traffic won't be as bad because you'll have different roads you can take.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I-65 was closed.
Man.
Wait. Let me just clarify something here. Next year?
If they have it.
If they have it
Yeah,
in
no,
Louisville.
he'd have it. He don't. No, he don't have it contracted. I just said if they. I should have said
Okay.
if they have it there.
We're
Like,
getting
wait a
a-
minute.
getting a scoop.
Next year, huh?
No.
Next
Yeah,
year?
he would. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I definitely don't know about that.
Ryan, hey,
If
listen.
if I go to it,
Hey, bro.
if he has it there next year, I promise you, I'm renting a scooter.
There
I
you
ain't
go.
Oh,
going
yeah.
that again.
They've got him there in the lobby.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
know.
I'm going to pull up right beside the table, too.
Do you know what they told me it cost? They told me $150 a day. I said,
A
"You
day?
a lie."
Come on.
I think she was just pulling my leg.
Yeah.
They had
That'd be
about
the best deal ever.
look. Do you know not $150 a day because at Vegas you can rent them for $250 a week
Right. Yeah. Those
or
are
or $175
yeah
or
for the
something like
whole
that.
week.
But they had them
Wow.
in the lobby. But if you go downstairs from the lobby at the hotel, they had about 20 of them all in them corners all plugged in.
Did they really?
Mm.
I told Mark, I said, if I was to unplug this and go riding around, they wouldn't know a thing. I don't remember if I saw keys in them,
No.
though.
There were cameras everywhere, but
Can you imagine
Yeah.
having Don
It is
being
a
hauled
casino.
away in cuffs because he's riding a scooter? It's like
felony?
maybe they've
Yeah.
got one of a pursuit vehicle with the flashing lights on it, chasing you down the
Well, look.
hallway.
Look, they're starting to love. They're starting to love that, man. I tell you what, Todd Lafredo, Darren Bone, and
Oh,
a few of them did
yeah.
them over at Vegas. They were racing. They
Mm-hmm.
were going around corners. Todd even told, let's see, at this last tournament, Joe Rhodes was working and his dad was there with him. Okay, Kent Rhodes, and he got one. He got one, and Randall Stelly he had one, and Kent said, "Man, this thing's to get up and go." And I said, "Well, I'll tell Todd you want to race." He said, "Yeah, I'll give him a race." When I talked to Todd about it, he said, "Tell him not to go fast because when you go around the corner, it will kind of turn over on you if you go too fast." So Todd and Darren was racing them things in Vegas.
That's hilarious.
It
I'm
was
not surprised.
it was very
I
funny,
think that's
very
a
funny.
new feature, for people who just, they're done playing. Let's get it going. Come on, let's do some drag racing. Let's set up a
Yeah.
track.
Well,
Why not?
2 years at Vegas, I pulled a hamstring before I went, and my back of my leg was purple and blue. And I told my wife I'm gonna rent me a scooter. Then she gave me a guilt trip. You gonna get a scooter and you ain't gonna never walk anymore. So I decided not to rent one, and it was tough walking, but I did it. I didn't get back on a scooter. I didn't get
Oh,
on no scooter. But
well,
I don't mind walking. It's just if you
well,
got 10 minutes, you got to hurry up and get back. That's kind of tough.
it is hard. It is
Yeah.
definitely difficult, challenging. No, I mean, if you're going to do it in a casino, you're going to. I mean, it's a great venue. Obviously, the casino in Southern Indiana was very good because of the room. The
Yeah.
room was awesome.
The
Um,
room was great.
but
It
the
was. It
food,
was
all
nice.
the food was in the damn casino. So,
Yeah.
and it was hard to predict when they're actually open. And
Yeah.
you know,
That was crazy.
yeah,
That was crazy. The pizza was great, but it's
hmm
like they only open on Friday from 6 to 11.
yep, that's it.
Saturday was, 4 to whatever, and then Sunday was 1 to 8 or something like that. It
Hmm
was crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, they could have made a lot more money. So yeah, you're right. There was a lot of people Ubering. Now, it was exactly 8 miles back to where that bridge is.
Well,
There was a
right.
Waffle House and there was a egg
hmm
place.
hmm
And then you go another mile or two, you start getting into some fast food places. So it wasn't that bad, but you can't leave if you're
Still,
playing because you're gonna be gone
No.
a while.
oh, of course.
But me and Mark, we went to Walmart on the way there, and also Walmart sells to them, so they do bring it out. So we had sandwich meat, we had
Okay.
fruit, we had all kind of stuff. So it was good. Unfortunately, I was working, so Mark had to make several visits back and forth. It was wearing him out. He would call me, "Do you need anything?" I said, "No, I think I'm good." He said, "Well, good. I'm tired." But let me tell you a funny story about him. And I know we telling stories that's not really about foosball sometimes, but have you ever heard of those Chesters that's popcorn flavor? The
Oh
puffs?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You never guess who turned me on to that. I was at a tournament and it was Shelly Langley.
Mm.
She said, "Have you seen Stacy yet?" I said, "No." Well, she's bringing me some popcorn. I said, "Hmm." So when she finally came in there, she showed them to me. I said, "Oh, that looks neat." She said, "Here, have one." Oh wow, oh wow. So now I bought a bag on the way up here. They're in the room. So I said, "Mark, you ever had these before?" He said, "Yeah, I like the cheese ones." I said, "Have you ever had the popcorn one?" He said, "No." So I opened it up and gave him one. He goes, "Man, that's good." I said, "It sure is." So I folded up and left it. 4 days have gone by, and I haven't asked for anything. So he finally calls me Saturday evening. He said, "Hey man, need anything?" I said, "I would like those Chester popcorn." He said, "Anything but that. You need anything?"
Oops. Too
Anything
late.
but that.
Yeah.
Too
I
late.
said,
No.
"No, no, I really, really think I want that." He goes, "All right." So he brings it. There's only a few of them in the bag. I said, so on the way back home, he stopped and bought 2 or 3 bags. He said, "I got to always have these." Yeah, so
They're
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Well,
But we always,
we've just done a sponsorship for Chester
yeah.
popcorn. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
that's something else too. I really like the way that Ryan is really getting people involved.
Yep.
As far as sponsors,
Yep.
and I feel like with all this going to the next level, each
Mm.
year is the next level. That's probably going to start getting even bigger and bigger.
Wow.
You know,
Wow. Well,
I mean,
we've
who would think it, right?
oh, well, we've had this conversation more than once recently about the fact that in a year or two or three, with all the sponsorships involved, you could become a master player and actually make a living playing foosball. I
Well,
mean,
that was a huge step this year
hmm
about doing the top 10 and then actually, sponsoring them and getting the shirts and then having the
yeah,
spots on the shirts auction off. That actually 100% of that money went to the players.
there you go. There you
I
go.
figured at least cost of the shirt, but he said, "No, that's my sponsorship, to them." So that really worked out to them players good. They
Yeah.
starting to get some of the recognition they deserve.
Hmm
And they deserve it. It's something to shoot for. I bet the top players start shooting for it this year. and making sure they're in the top 10 or close to it.
And you're going to see a whole lot more interest in getting better because, hey,
Yeah,
look at the
yeah,
benefits. Once you get to that level, it's worth all that extra effort and time.
yeah. And I've
Um,
even talked to some of the people. I mean, I was able to get on 2 jerseys,
nice.
um, and we put Mark and myself. We put the Hammer and Batman logo on there for our tournaments for their shirts. And I hear people say, "Yeah, I got to buy so and so. I bought the back. I got it for like $800, man, or $500." And is that a good deal? And I'll say, "Yes, that was a great deal, man. Your name's gonna be out there on live stream, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's really good.
That's
So
ex-
I
I,
see that getting bigger too.
I tried for a
That's
couple
really
of
good.
spots in different shirts, and I got outbid
I
every
did too.
Yeah.
time.
We
So
ended up getting 2. We had 4, but we lost 2 of them right at the last minute. But we was able to hold on to 2.
okay,
So
good.
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now, North Carolina, they got on about everybody. And what they did is my friends over there in the McCalls, they had all the players over there put all their money together. And I think they got on just about every jersey but Tony's.
Did they really? Wow.
Tony was exclusive Falero.
Oh
He bought
yes.
everyone up. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't think he would got outbidded anyway.
Right. Right.
No.
Right. Right.
You
But
know,
that's what he
I think
deserves.
I think that was pre-done yet anyway.
it
Like I don't
was,
think,
it was.
yeah, I
Yeah, well,
don't
that's
think
kind of
anybody's gonna
like
be
in
able
his
to.
deal. He has, he's sponsored through him.
Yeah.
So, but that's really cool. That was really neat him doing that. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah. No,
Um,
it's
and and everything he's doing does trickle down to the state promoters. As a
mm-hmm.
matter of fact,
Mm-hmm.
I asked Ryan several months back to send me the information on how the tour does their Hall of Fame.
Hmm.
A lot of the states are doing Hall of Fames. We've been doing one since 2015,
Okay.
and a lot of states are doing it. A lot of states are starting it, and so I had him send me the regulations, and I read it. And on tour, it's pretty strict. You have to be pretty up there to get on that one,
Yep.
either as a player or promoter. As a matter of fact, I do have a couple world titles. So, but it says open doubles world titles, and I don't
Right.
have that or singles. So that kind of limits it. But that's not the only reason. There's other reasons you can get in there. Mine would probably be promoter for promoting
Yep.
foosball and running
Mm-hmm.
tournaments. So that one I'd probably have a way to get in there. But state tournaments, you can't. What I ended up doing is I took his information, and I guess you could say I dumbed it down to a state level, to where
Mm.
you got to have state titles, regional titles, or anything above it's plus. Do something for your local player scene, run tournaments for your local scene. Helping local players. So I got all these categories now that me and Mark looked at. We made it to where these people would do that to make it for state level. So we put it toward Mississippi this year. We're doing it for Louisiana this year.
Okay.
And I think Ryan said if it seems good, that would be something that all the state levels could do. That way you don't put it on 1 or 2 people to try to choose.
Mm.
When you do a Hall of Fame, your Hall of Fame members are the ones that vote on the Hall of Fame inductees. People nominate them, or people write bios and sends it in to the committees, and then they vote. That's really the only
Okay.
best way to do it, because
Okay.
it's not one person picking everything or 2 people picking thing. It's everybody that's in the Hall of Fame, and they don't. They want to keep it to where you meet your qualifications that you're supposed to, and there's an age requirement. I think it's 40,
Mm-hmm.
and so they do a lot of stuff like that. Uh, that you got to reach. And so, like I said, we're doing a state level, and I think it's going to be available for any state that does the Hall of Fames if they want a copy of it or
Okay.
take a look at it. We'll have it available for them. That way, it takes the heat off of thinking it's a dictatorship of who goes in there, and our buddy system. It's who actually meets the standards and gets voted on
A set of
by current
criteria.
members.
That makes a whole
Yeah.
lot of sense. Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I got it on a spreadsheet, so there's no. I mean, if anybody ever wants to see how we did it,
Mm-hmm.
like if somebody said, "How did they get in?" I said, "Well, I can show you the spreadsheet." So
Yeah. Good.
so
Good.
it's there to see who got voted on and who did it and all that kind of stuff. So
So this.
just to make things
Yeah.
easier.
And I'm curious too. I mean, I know that this next year will tell the tale, but what are you hearing generally about the United Foosball League? What are your thoughts?
when you call United Foosball League, you talking about the league play that they're doing?
Yeah, they're
The Ryan.
yep.
Yeah.
Ryan
That
is,
Ryan's
is
gonna
the
start
step.
doing.
Yep.
Well, I know he was trying to get it done for this year,
Mm-hmm.
but he knew quick. He's not dumb. He knew how much it was going to take, and he knew they was focusing on getting the core software ready
Yep.
and get it going. And so now that that's pretty much taken care of, now it's going to start the new. He wasn't going to do another North America Cup. Well, he said real quick, we need to do this because we're not going to have it ready. And
Right.
it's hard to say this too. Last year we had 16 teams.
Yes.
This year we had
18.
was it 18
18
teams?
teams.
That is unheard
It
of.
was a blast.
And look, with that kind of push to get these teams in here for this, that's what league is all about.
Yeah.
Having teams like that. So it's going to feed off each other. And he didn't say, I don't guess I'm letting the cat out of the bag, but he kind of did say something, and he said it out loud where more people could have heard it than just me. But he said he's not necessarily stopping the North American Cup or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's just wanting to start the leagues. He
Right.
said we might could move if there's still a big interest in it, we might could move that to another tour.
Hmm.
You know,
I would like to see that. One of the majors. Where you can
yeah.
get.
That's what he said. Or
Yeah.
create another major.
Yeah.
Or just whatever. He said, because when you start getting these leagues, that's going to be a lot of fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so and he's going to start having league tournaments at the tour stops.
There you go.
So, but he said that could always be, moved to another time, or another tour, another major, whatever, for North America, because the bottom line is it does help kids.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
Oh, 100%.
so
Yep.
that's good.
We had two youngsters on our New York State team, and they had a blast. They had so much fun.
That's cool.
And it was their first experience at a tour stop.
Really?
Oh yeah, and they're both of them about 12 years of age, and they're going back again. They couldn't wait.
That's cool.
Yeah, couldn't wait to go back.
That's cool.
So,
Well, look, I want to talk to you about something else. Can we talk about something else?
well, okay.
Maybe.
How much time we got left?
How much time we got left?
We're over by 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
But
Let's
tell
talk about something. All right.
do it.
Did y'all watch any soccer?
Oh, I watched the World Cup to umpteenth degree.
Yeah, I did too. And I used to play soccer when I was a kid. And back in the 70s,
the 70s.
we had a team at the YMCA. We won state in
Did
our
you?
age group 2 years in a row. Wish I could find the medal I got back then. It was on a little leather strap with a little gold medal. But anyway, I like soccer. It's fun. I got to learn a lot of the rules. But when they got down to the final 32, those stadiums were packed like a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just packed.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the whole finals today. It was unbelievable. Halftime show
It was awesome.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
It made the football Super Bowl look like crap. And they even had the Muppets on there, and that was
The
hilarious.
Muppets?
That was
It was
just
awesome.
freaking-
Yeah, they
it
had
was
like the
freaking
Muppets
hilarious.
as a band. It was great.
Huh.
Animals playing the drums.
Hmm
I think Count Dracula was maybe pounding the piano. I don't know, but it was freaking
pretty
hilarious.
great.
It
That's
was
great.
so good.
Huh.
If you didn't watch it, it was a Justin Bieber halftime show,
Yeah,
and he only
Justin
sang
Bieber.
one song, and it was a slow
and it
ballad.
wasn't. I would say it wasn't even like a fast song.
I was
he
waiting for
crushed it.
baby, baby, baby. That's what I was waiting for, but no,
Huh.
it was a slow ballad, and it was good. I mean, it was
He
good.
crushed it.
But he had
Wow.
Madonna starting it off. They had Shakira, is that her name?
Yeah.
In there. They had the BT boys from Korea in there. They
Huh.
had I don't know who the rapper was singing with the girl, but anyway, she was in there, and they might have had one other person, but it was like killing it. I mean, it was nonstop,
Nice.
It was good.
and that was a good halftime show. I'm like, wow, they just showed up football.
Mm-hmm.
It was just bad. But
It's
anyway,
about time. I mean, soccer is not like it's brand new to the States. I mean, I grew up in my hometown was all soccer. That's what it was all about, man. I mean,
well, everybody at them games was from other countries. They wasn't from here. They
Yep.
they come
Yep.
over in droves. Now there were some locals in there, but that just shows how popular that is.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have something that mimics soccer. It's called table soccer. And look, and I was talking to Mark today about it. He watched the last 15 minutes, and he was talking about how cool it was, and he brought up the thing about, yeah, that guy got a yellow card, and they got a red card. They was playing short. And he says, I wonder if we could use that card system in foosball.
Ooh.
I said, you got a point.
A
If
digital card.
anybody, no, I mean just a card.
Just
Yeah.
just give
If
you a
if
card.
anybody gets in an argument with the ref or a staff member or the tournament director, you get a yellow card.
Mm-hmm. Two
All right.
yellow cards and you
2 yellow cards. You're gonna, you're on thin ice. If you mess up again, you get a red card and
Out.
you're out of the tournament.
It'd be better in match because that would be great television. By the way,
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
as a
Yes, it would.
commentator, that
That
would
would
be amazing.
That is a
I'm just
really good
saying,
idea.
like-
Really good idea.
A ref pulls out a yellow card for something like egregious, right? Like that would be pretty insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. One player comes to mind that would probably get his fair share. And I don't mean this in a bad way to the guy because he's a great foosball player. He played goalie for Ryan for so long,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
other players. But boy, he used to mess with people on the other side of the table. I bet Bobby Diaz would get a ton of yellow cards put on him.
Well,
But I mean,
that was just-
would be
we can think of a few.
That was part of the mind. That was part of the mind game. I
Well-
mean, that's it.
Mhm.
He would
Johnny
get in
Horton.
Your head. Oh yeah, Johnny Horton would have some red cards put on him.
Mhm.
But that would be funny to have something like that.
Oh,
it really would
that
be.
that would be just hilarious.
this is
I haven't told Ryan this, but that would be funny.
that'd be
That
food
would
for
be
thought,
brilliant.
really. Food for thought.
No, that's
doubt.
brilliant.
Yeah. There's
That
so
way,
much.
people would start acting more professional.
Yeah. And by the way, I meant to ask you guys, did you see the advertisement for World Cup? I've forgotten the sponsor, but they were sponsoring the World Cup, and they showed foosball in their promo ads.
I did see that.
I
I
went,
can't remember who it was
whoa,
either.
look at that. And
Now-
it was a
now look.
national ad campaign.
I want to say something about that. Mary Moore told me 2 years ago when I said, "Hey, Mary, they're going to have the World Cup soccer here in 2026."
Mhm.
She said somebody needs to jump on that.
Yeah.
So I mentioned it in our meetings, okay, and nobody really knew how to take the reins of that. But I said, we just need a table inside one of those locations with the QR code where they can click on it and
Well, you
read
saw
all
the
about
thing,
the tour.
right?
No,
Oh,
I'm
that
just
would be
saying.
good.
I'm just saying that would be good.
Mhm.
Well, Brandon Munoz is in New York. He went to that game.
Yep.
But he took some pictures earlier that week of it looked like a Roberto Sport or Orlando table already there.
Interesting.
And so they're
Okay.
playing it. And see, we missed the boat. It would have been great to have Tornado there. But I guess y'all saw the world's record of the longest foosball table.
Yes.
Yep.
525
Okay.
feet.
Yeah. So now I know why it's hard to get parts from. No, I'm just kidding. That was
Right.
that was a joke. That was a joke. Steve Murray, if you're watching this, it was a joke. Okay.
Didn't mean
Yeah,
it.
you just did
Trey-
one of these.
Yeah, Trey, I love you. That was just a joke. That was just a joke. But anyway, no, that they said did it really say 260 players per side?
I can go look. I'll
So
find it.
525
And
feet in length. So that's the longest in on record, right? Longest foosball
Yeah.
table on record.
I think it
525
said
feet
260 players,
per side.
and then they said if they played a game, it would take 4 weeks to finish a game.
Yeah.
I believe that.
There's not much scoring going on,
Yeah.
generally speaking. Although maybe somebody, like Tony could get halfway down the table. Who knows?
Yeah. I think aerials would be popular if they could stay on the table. That way you could
Oh,
bypass
that'd
all
be
the freaking
amazing.
man.
Yeah, no question. Wow. Now
But your rods aren't close enough to do that, though.
so I have to ask you, because the topic is on the table now, pardon the pun, where are you getting your balls? Dead silence.
Still tornado.
See.
Pin drop.
I was looking to see if I have a. Hold on.
It's still tornado. There it is. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
We are getting our balls from Ryan, who buys them from Tornado.
Okay.
And Steve Murray
Mm-hmm.
has personally made that a project of his to find out why they're not lasting as long.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually had them change the sawpaper, turn them so long, but he actually found out that they did. The people supplying the ball did make one minor change on some of the
Mm.
stuff they was using to make it, and that was what the problem is. They're still working on it, and they think they're not ever going to. I can't speak for Tornado, and I can't speak for Steve, but they're doing it to where they last. They're getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Each tournament's
Mm-hmm.
getting better.
Yep, they are.
It's a matter, yeah, they're getting a lot better. So they are working on it, and that's good to know. Because at one time didn't know whether or not, but they was. But you don't let, I guess, people know you're working on something till you get a solution,
Right. Right.
because you don't want to get people's hopes up and then they suck or whatever. But they are getting better. Um, can they get better? Yes, and I think they will.
Okay.
But we get them from them, and I think they're spending more time for the tournament balls, tumbling a little longer,
Oh God.
helps them
Yeah.
out more.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where I'm getting them. I'm getting them from Ryan, and he's getting them from Tornado, and Steve is making sure that those bats that goes on tour are as close to as best as they can get them.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And
Hey,
I
you
I
know.
would never tell a lie. No, I'm just saying that's for real. That's a for real thing. And so
No, I
yeah,
appreciate
that's where I'm getting
I
them.
appreciate your candor on that. I know
Yeah,
it's a sore subject no matter what. We're faced with a situation where foosball's taken off. I mean, it's in fact it's not just taken off; it's in flight, and
yeah,
so we just need some things to catch up.
yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, you know, as 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 we have stuff made by humans,
hmm,
you're going to have some imperfections, like in the foosball table.
sure,
If somebody has a bad day at work and they don't put the glue level under the formica, you might have a dead spot. I don't
hmm,
know, maybe,
hmm,
maybe not. Or
yeah,
they get built and they're out on the back dock and the sun melts it. I mean, I'm just throwing so I don't know. Things can happen.
yeah.
But overall, even on a tornado table's worst day, it's still probably the best table there is
Oh,
on
no
the market.
question, no
No, hands
question.
down,
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
So um,
Well,
I'm just saying, of
but
course
but
nobody wants to put out a crappy table.
right, right, right. And well, here's the thing. And again, we're beating a dead horse here. But when it comes to any major sport, any major professional level sport, the equipment has to be of a certain standard.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Tornado's always had the pride of being the best on the market.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the only way to keep that level is to make sure it is.
Yep.
And I don't think anybody wants their product to fall,
No,
you know.
no, no, no.
So, with that being said, I hope they are doing everything they can to, make sure the rods are better and make sure the balls stay up standard, and maybe they might find a new solution or something of a makeup of a ball. I don't know. I
Who
don't know.
knows?
But like I said, as long as the balls are getting better, as long as they're getting better, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
But I tell you what, some of those balls that did come out that were real slick, it made me not want to play just because they bounce off your men. It's hard to
yeah.
catch them.
You
But
lose
here
control.
lately, I mean, I just played this past Saturday night, and we had some balls that they just got, and they were playing good for me, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Say
Yeah,
Nationals was solid. They weren't perfect. They
yeah,
were better than Tour Kickoff.
Definitely,
yeah.
I'll take
Oh
that
yeah,
all day.
definitely.
yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. And they know. I
Yep.
mean, Tornado, they're not dumb people there. They know they got to keep their stuff up, and then just stay on top of the game. But I think the thing is that as promoters and as um, just as promoters, we get the heat from everybody. They tell us our
Of
balls
course.
suck. They tell us our tables suck. And of course, well, we didn't make it, but it's kind of hard because we're the buffer. We're the one that gets it. But
Yeah, yeah.
Tornado is working on it. I know that personally because I get told, by Steve that, and it's showing on the balls. They are getting better. Is there another ball that could be better? Well, Bite's doing some balls that are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and he's taking, but see the balls he's doing are the older balls
Right. He's
Yeah.
refurbing
that
them.
he's making
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
I don't know if refurbing those balls that are slick would could get any better. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not any one person's fault. It's just the makeup.
It depends, right? It depends upon what the actual substance of the ball is. Is it
Yeah,
a
yeah,
different makeup? Is it different chemical makeup from the previous balls? I mean, or is it the
yeah.
same? It's just not being treated the same way? Who knows?
Well, we
Because
know
my
some of
my
them were getting bubbles in them that was
Yeah.
yeah.
causing problems.
Well,
So
you know what? I talked to the owner of Tornado about the balls, and
Hmm.
he said they've always had bubbles in them.
really,
John Zoller said he had some balls he cut in half back in the '90s, and they had bubbles in them.
Hmm.
oh
So
wow,
that's
didn't know
not
that.
something
That's
new.
not
Yeah,
new. Okay,
I
good
didn't
to
know that
know.
either. I
Yeah.
didn't
I
know
didn't
that
know
either.
that. That's
I
awesome.
didn't know that either. That's what
Okay,
Zoller
that makes
told
me
me.
feel better.
But
Yeah.
but the holes are always kind of in the middle. Now, if you got a hole over to the side, that's
Yeah.
going to make it roll
Yeah.
funny. And every now and then we might get one that rolls funny,
Yep.
and that's probably what it is.
Hmm.
But as a whole, they've always had holes in the balls or little air
Interesting.
pockets
Well, I guess that
in
makes
there.
sense. Given the process, the injection molding or whatever they use,
Yeah,
that's a result thereof, and that's fine as long as it doesn't affect the performance. As long as it's the ball's still true. Um,
yeah. And
so,
a little side note, I always try to look at the good in everything and everybody,
hmm.
and that's why I say they're trying to work on it. I would hate to,
Oh no,
um,
we're not
I would
here
hate to not
to.
say anything good about anybody because I
Nope.
know they want to strive to keep having the number one table
Of
and the
course.
number one everything. Just like you know, you got the number one radio show for foosball, and you want to keep it
Well,
that
it's,
way,
it's like
right?
the only one, but that's okay.
Well, I would no, you're not the only one.
I
Somebody else does it, don't they?
I
Are they?
there is maybe one in Europe, I think.
Yeah,
There was actually a God, I forgot what it's called now. Um, hmm. Well,
they had. I
there have
remember
been a
they had
couple.
two of them that was going around there, and I don't think they're
Yeah,
doing it anymore.
yeah,
So I mean,
exactly.
I'm
Right.
just saying we have commentators, we
Oh,
have
sure.
there's all different kind of tastes, but as long as you're working to make it better, that's all you can ask
Oh,
for.
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
if you can't find it, then you start doing something about it and trying to find your own solution.
I think
So
we all want it to be better, right? I think there's no question about that.
Absolutely,
And
well, you got to
you
know
know,
football players are picky.
of course, of
we're
course.
the worst. We're the worst
Yeah,
human
yeah.
beings on planet Earth.
There's a somebody killed a fly. Get that blood off the top of that table.
Yeah,
It's
Somebody left their paper wraps to their wraps on the floor. Can you get that on? Just
it's we have to get it down to the point where nobody can use an excuse like, the balls suck and that's why I lost. You know? We
well,
got
the,
to
the one thing that okay, let's say the balls suck. They're horrible. Both teams play on them.
yeah. Everybody's got to deal with the same
same
conditions.
people are still winning.
Who
Mhm.
whoever adapts the best is going to win.
Yep.
But should we have to do that? No. But until there's a solution, that's what you have to do.
Mhm. Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know,
Be aware.
and
I mean, I've got two tables right here, right? I can tell you they play very different. They're both tornado. They're different years, but
Ah.
they play very different, and that's the reason I keep two.
Mhm.
Is because I will jump from one to the other just because I know how different they are. One's got a really slick surface, one's got a very tacky surface. One, the ball like flies off the guy, the other guys feel a little bit more dead. You have to learn to adapt. That is the name of foosball.
Mhm.
Like, you have to adapt to every table you get on. If you want to be elite in this game, you have to learn to adapt to the conditions that you're playing on. I mean, every place you go. I mean, I've played in Chicago, I've played in Ohio, I've played here in Tennessee, I've come down. I mean, we've played across the country at locals. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Every place you go, the tables play a little different, and that's not just because they're different models of the tornado table. It's just the conditions they're in, the stuff
Yeah.
that people are using to clean them,
Humidity.
the yeah. There's all sorts of reasons for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
in Chicago, everybody had cold hands because it was so darn cold. You couldn't do anything anyway. You couldn't feel the ball. So like every place is a little different, so you have to learn to adapt to those conditions. I mean, it's the only way.
yeah. Chase has played everywhere but Mississippi.
Every place but Mississippi.
Is that
Ooh,
true?
he just got you, man. He just
Is that
got
true?
you.
I'm trying to think if
He
that's
just
true or
he
not.
just
It
owned you.
probably
It is
is.
true. No, it is
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Only I've played in Louisiana twice, but I went to Louisiana State down there last year. So I went to essentially one of your tournaments.
That's okay. I understand.
I mean, that counts, sort of.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You if you went to Louisiana State, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, right? That counts.
Yeah, because see, me and Mark run Mississippi together,
Yeah, and you guys
and
run
we also run
Louisiana
Louisiana together.
together.
So
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
it counts.
I was
appreciate
supporting
it.
you. I came down and supported you.
I appreciate it. And
Yeah.
we'll see you again in December.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not.
Oh
Man,
man.
if I had a mute button, I'd mute you real quick right now. But
I want to go, right?
I know.
I've got 3 kids, a wife, and a job where I work 50 hours a week. I'm a
Yeah.
busy dude.
I understand.
So I can only get
Yeah.
out to so many, and I've chosen that I'm going to go to 3 majors a year. Like, that is my
That-
goal.
That's good.
right.
I
That's
want to go
good.
to Tour Kickoff, Nationals, and Worlds. Like, those to me are the 3 big tournaments. I hate Vegas. I've always hated Vegas with a passion. Not the tournament. I just hate the all concept of Vegas. And I just don't like it. So too many flashing lights. I get distracted easily.
It's
I see
well,
squirrels.
you walk through a casino, it's like being in a cartoon, for God's sake. It's so bizarre. So weird.
many, and I get lost so easy in those hotels. I'm like,
Yeah.
what happened? Like,
Well, I don't gamble, so casinos don't.
I don't
matter
either.
to me.
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, I want
Yeah.
nothing to do with it.
But I don't like paying high prices for food.
Exactly.
That's why I get Walmart to deliver,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sad.
Mhm.
I'm sad.
You got to have a survival guide. Survival
Yeah.
guide to classic.
That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
That's what we need to have a video about, is how to survive a foosball tournament.
There you
Survival
go.
The
guide
right
for
way.
foosball.
Done.
Like, how do you do this on the cheap? You bring a cooler, you bring ice, you get a whole bunch of food,
Here's the checklist.
like you get the sandwiches.
Okay, look, here's what we need. Anybody listening to this radio show, I need a sponsor, okay, that will sponsor us in a survival guide, okay?
Yeah.
We'll show them the cheap way by going to Walmart,
Mm-hmm.
go down through the lobby and pick up forks and toothpicks and stuff from the counters and
Mm-hmm.
cups
Napkins.
and stuff and napkins, yeah. And even like at the casino over in Indiana, we can get little cups and put mustard and mayonnaise in them and take them to the room.
Yep.
Okay, now that's one way. All you have to do is buy sandwich meat and bread and some chips.
You're
Okay?
good. You're good.
And then the sponsor could save money. Then the sponsor will show the expensive way. We'll eat at Gordon Ramsay each night, and you know
Did you go
that
there?
was-
Did you go to Gordon
I
Ramsay's?
did.
You
I
did.
did.
Okay, now
Which
one?
I didn't know anybody who went there, so I want to know what was the food like at Gordon Ramsay's?
Oh my goodness!
Really?
That's good.
I got the pork chop dinner. It
Okay.
was pork chop, and I got roasted asparagus,
Oh.
and the bread was even good. Now it was $58 what I got.
Okay.
But when I got there, I saw the pork chop, and I went, wait a minute, and it was 2 of them. After I took the one off top, I said, there's 2 of them. That was the best, moist, juicy, best tasting pork chop
Wow.
I've ever had in my life. It was
Huh.
good.
Huh.
Mark had something, I couldn't say it. I wouldn't know what the name of it is. And then Mary Moore went with us too, and she had a steak.
She did have a
Yeah.
steak. Okay.
Yeah, it was good too. Now, see, I don't know if you can see this pork chop, but that's 2 pork chops.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
look at that.
looks amazing. Food
Yeah.
photography.
It wa-
What would do it?
it was-
What would do without
yeah.
it? Oh, look at
That's
that.
asparagus. I
Oh,
don't know if you can
check
see
it.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, we can see that. Yes.
yeah.
Man.
I love
It
asparagus.
was good,
best.
man. I
The
tell you what,
best.
it was good.
Yeah. No, it's. I was thinking because it looks so like you had to get dressed or something to go into that place.
They would have kicked me out.
Yeah. Me
That's
too.
when Miriam caught me asleep at 5 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, it was. Look, that whole meal was like $400.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. All
No
day.
kidding. No kidding.
It's $100 a plate all day in there.
Oh sure. No,
But the show was nice, and look, Mark, something was not the same on Mark's plate, and he was asking if they did it different from the one at Hell's Kitchen, and so they got the chef to come out there to talk to us, and I told the waiter, please, I'll pay you, make him yell at Mark.
That's
He
funny.
w-
He wouldn't do it.
F
huh?
bombs
do
and
it.
all.
He just come out there and talk to him. Yeah, he did. He didn't yell at him, but
Uh,
he come out there and he just asked if it was supposed to be the same, and they said it should, and he was saying, well, mine looks more like porridge than it does the lobster tail, whatever, and he said, well, yeah, but still $400 for all of it.
ooh.
Good try.
Regardless.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it
Good
was
time,
good.
Mark.
But it was good. Yeah,
Hmm.
it was good. Yeah, yeah, it was funny though. Mark's hilarious.
It was the only
People,
like
Mary used to tell us that me and him ought to do.
it was the only real sit down place in the
Yeah,
casino.
it
You
was.
know.
Now he did
So,
find another place over there, but it was only open once or twice, and it was
huh?
where you get the bowls, the bowl
Oh, I had the
Oh,
the,
the
the
noodle place.
noodles. It was a noodle place. Yeah,
noodles. Yeah,
I had the
yeah, the
noodles.
noodle
Yeah, I
place.
tried that. That was actually pretty good. Um,
Yeah, he
but
liked it. He couldn't wait
yeah.
for it to open up, and the
Mm-hmm.
pizza always had a line before they opened up.
Yes.
Pizza was
But
okay.
I ate a Philly cheese over there, and it was pretty good.
See, I try not to eat pizza in places other than New York State. Plain and simple.
That's
I just don't
first of
do it.
all, you're not wrong. Okay, the pizza there on a good day is like a 5-7 at that
Oh,
where
gotcha.
we were.
All
Okay,
right. All right.
so and I'm a pizza snob.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So New York
Let me tell you about a
pizza.
pizza.
mm,
Let me tell you about a pizza. I
First
got
off,
some good friends of mine from Georgia. His name is Lynn Deese. Good buddy of mine.
Okay.
I know.
They own a Nancy's Pizza,
Oh yeah,
Okay.
which is a Chicago-based pizza.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best pizza I've ever
Hmm.
had in my
it's a
life.
7-2.
A 7-2. There you
Yeah,
go.
it's a
He's got it. He's
7-2
already got it rated, man. You can't. You
What is a
can't.
7-2?
out of
What is a
10.
Out of
7-2?
10. 7-2
Out of
out of
10.
10.
It's a 7-2.
7-2. Well,
Yeah.
that's better than a 5. I think it's more like a solid 9.
So,
No,
I
not
don't
even
think
the
there.
ballpark of a 9.
I don't even think there's a 10.
Don, have you
There isn't.
have you had pizza in
There's
New
no
York
such thing
City?
as that.
I just got to ask
First of
you.
all, no, he hasn't.
Okay.
I can
Just
tell
saying.
you right now, he has
Okay.
not.
Well,
He
okay.
doesn't know what he's
All
talking
right.
about. And
I
in the world of Chicago pizza, just to be clear, Nancy's is at the bottom of the list of Chicago pizzas. Okay, there's
Oh.
Giordano's, there's
Oh.
Lou Molinati's. Like
Yeah.
that's the creme de la creme of Chicago style pizzas over there. Okay, there's a couple other places downtown that are super legit as well. But
Okay. I have had pizza in New York.
You have.
okay,
Okay.
When I was
where?
working, when
Wait, where?
okay,
in
first
New
of
York?
all, when I don't know the name of the place, but when I was working with Blue Cross Blue Shield, they sent me to Newark, New Jersey,
Jersey.
which is right across the river
Yeah.
from New York. And I was in a hotel and I ordered a pizza from somebody close by. It's supposed to be real good. When it came in, I went, "Oh my goodness, this box is huge." And when I opened it up, the pizza slice was like ginormous.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
typical.
And I ate it and it was good. But I wouldn't say it's better than Nancy's Pizza.
Hmm.
But I
Well,
don't know where I got it. Now in
but
Kentucky, they have a place. I can't remember the name of it, but
The
their
place that's
pizza's
by the
worth-
college
Uh, it
in,
King's
in Lexington.
yeah, that place was good. They
It's
delivered
right by
to the hotel.
it's right by the campus.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
so. They
that place
delivered
is
to the
good.
hotel. That was pretty
Yeah,
good.
that place is really good. Yeah, that place is like a solid, like 7-9, almost 8. Like that's a legit.
that's saying
pizza place.
something. That's
Yeah,
saying
yeah, that's a
something.
legit place.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's almost like a New Haven style. It's really.
Well, it's
really
like it's like when me and Mark go to tournaments, we know where to eat, and if it's a KFC, you can't go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Look, me and
take it from
me,
the authority.
yeah,
You know.
there's a guy named Bobby Martin and a guy named Mark Mederese. I used to travel with both of them. If me and Bobby went somewhere, we'd stop at KFC, take a picture, and send it to Mark. If me and Mark go somewhere to eat, we'll take a picture of KFC and send it to Bobby. It's just kind of a funny thing we do because we all love KFC chicken. KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's been
You know
around
what they
for a
call pizza?
long time. Long time.
You know what they call pizza in Mississippi?
What do they call
What?
it?
They call it Mississippi pizza.
Okay.
You know what they call pizza in Louisiana?
No idea.
Popeyes.
Cardboard.
Say
Popeyes.
Popeyes. Oh, no.
The place you're talking about is Pies and Pints.
Oh, really?
Pies and
Lexington.
pints. There you go.
Well, it was good. I know that much. It was good. It was good.
It's
Okay, for the
yeah.
people coming to Mississippi State,
Mm-hmm.
the rooms are sold out on Saturday night. I have a list of 14 hotels within a mile of this location. I have their address, I have the name of the hotel, I have their phone number, I have the price, and I have their address, all on a little spreadsheet this big that I'm going to post later tonight on a Facebook post.
Cool.
And also, you're hearing it first here. Registration is now open
As of now.
as of now on
Mm-hmm.
the WFT software. I
Cool.
had the privilege of being on the phone, actually being on a video call with Reed, and he had me set it up as we talked.
Oh, that's
It
cool.
was probably so much fun setting that tournament up.
Yeah.
The way they have it set up is unbelievable. It was a pleasure to do that. And they also have some options where you can clone tournaments or clone events and stuff like that. I created all mine from scratch because I wanted to know how to do it. And he said he needs to make sure that the cloning part works, but
Mm.
it's going to eventually work. But that it took us about an hour, but I had 4 days of events to do, and we talked about it, and he showed me different things. But it was so cool on setting up. And in the future, if you do have your own Stripe account or something like that, you can have it where they can pay
Mm-hmm.
online.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's a cash only, so I don't have it where you can pay online. You have to pay at the tournament, and that's something I'll need to push out to everybody so they know. Um, but anyway, yeah, the software's up. I'm going to do a step by step. I'm going to take a picture step one, a picture step two, a picture step three of how to set up your account if you don't already have one. It's real simple.
Cool.
I did it this past weekend on the phone with people and had them set up their accounts. Worked easy peasy, and that way, if players would do that, even if you don't pay online, if you'd set up your account, go ahead and sign up for your events. It makes it so much easier at the tournament.
Okay.
It avoids the long lines. The reason we've had long lines at the beginning of some of the tournaments is because they're setting up their accounts for the first time and they're not really sure on how to do it. And that does take some time. It takes about 5 or maybe even a little longer per person. But if you do it online, the ones that did online say, "Hey man, here I just need to give you some money." Boom, boom, it's over. So
Done deal.
I'm gonna do some training videos tonight and tomorrow, so everybody in Mississippi coming can go ahead and get their account set
Nice.
up.
Cool.
But if you're interested in coming to Mississippi State, if you can't make up your mind, if you're on the fence, just who the players are from this area, so you're going to see some top players. You're going to see some good matches, and a lot of good food, good location. I have hotels close that you can get in. You can still get in our hotel probably for Thursday and Fridays. It's just Saturday's the problem.
Booked up. Booked
Okay.
up solid. Yeah.
Yeah, booked up solid. So that means, that's what promoters like to hear. Hey, we're booked up,
Yeah.
you know. And my blocks are sold out, and there's still people signed up at the hotel for the tournament that aren't in my block. So it's going to be great. It's going to be a good weekend.
Yeah. Let's hope you get just the right amount. If you get too many, that would make it difficult to get through the tournament.
Yeah.
Don't want that to happen.
Yeah,
But
I don't. I wouldn't want over 200 because that would be a little
yeah.
difficult. But I'll
Yeah.
take around 160,
There you go.
160 or 70. But I'm happy if I just have 125. You know, that way I know I at least break even.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, best of luck with the tournament, I got to say, and
Yeah.
and we'll
It's
have
gonna
to.
be fun.
Yeah, we'll catch up at Worlds, by the way, and you can fill us in on the details, how things went,
Okay.
etc. But
All right.
I think that's the next time we'll all going to be in the same spot. I should also mention I just had a conversation with Randy Raposo this last week, and he's mending. He's getting there. Not feeling all that up to snuff when it comes to coming back to the show right away, but he said he's making his plans for Worlds, so he will be back at least. By that time at the end of August.
Okay. Well, cool.
So,
I didn't know anything was wrong with him. I guess I was out of the loop, but
yep,
I'm hoping he's doing okay.
yep. He had
Good deal.
surgery of his, I think it's the third shoulder surgery.
Shoulder.
Yep. So,
Ouch.
yeah, yeah. So, but this
Well,
one
if he
is,
wouldn't hit the ball so hard.
yeah, right. I gotta remind him, man. You gotta chill
Yeah.
it. You gotta go
Yeah.
take it easy. But
That's why I'm the tack camera. I can't do it no more.
right, it does. Hey, it takes a lot out of you to do
I
that.
tell you what, I played this past Saturday night and I played goalie the whole time because I'm playing with an amateur partner playing front, and this guy's really good. And he can be really good. Just little coaching here and there.
Hmm.
But I slammed some balls out of the bat that hit his men so hard that if it had went in the hole, I'd have felt like I was a hammer again.
Well, keep it up. Don't. We're not going to retire Don Wilson anytime soon from the table. That's for sure.
no, again, back like what I said earlier, my passion is more than just the foosball. It's the meeting the people
Yeah.
and making, life lifelong friendships.
There you go. That's the best part about
Yeah.
this.
The Foos family.
Yep. Every
Yeah.
single time, meet somebody new, get a chance to catch up with old friends. So, well,
My wife just come in. You're still on there. I told you talk too much.
we knew this is going to happen, but we
Yeah,
wanted
that's
to.
her thing. You
Yeah.
talk too much. Hey, you never shut up. Hey, you talk too. That's all right.
Well, all right. Well, Don Wilson, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, Chase, dude, thank you so much for jumping in, man. Appreciate this. And
I enjoy it.
yeah,
Chase is on the case.
That's
yeah,
right.
indeed, as always. And looking forward to seeing you guys both in person in New Orleans. But meanwhile, yeah, I hope that if there's anything else you want to tell us, Don, you can always slip back on one of these times. Just let us know.
Okay. Well, I don't mind doing it.
All right.
I enjoy it.
Cool.
Well, you talk too much, so.
I probably have to skip this next one. I'll be running a tournament. Hopefully, my goal at Mississippi State is always try to be finished around midnight
There you go.
on Sunday night, something like that.
That makes sense.
But you asked about events. I did make some new stuff.
Oh, you did?
We have a Master Limited, and the instructions are on the flyer. What the setup is. We have handicap.
Mm-hmm.
Then we did a roto doubles.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, where you got to swap after you score.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a 4-on-4 mixed, where you have at least one female on the team.
I like that.
Those have always been fun. I mean,
Those
if we
are
have
always
enough,
fun.
good. If we don't, oh well,
Mhm.
we tried.
Yeah. Well, you got to experiment. No
Yeah.
question. So,
Yeah.
well, all the best to you and everybody going to Mississippi State,
Yeah.
and thanks for joining us. But you've been listening to episode number 306 with Don Wilson, Mississippi State Championships, and Chase Pennell. Going to say that right this time, and myself, and of course we're looking forward to having you back next week as we bring you another episode of FoosTalk Live. Meanwhile, it's the FoosTalk Live Tournament Beat coming your way next. Time now for the FoosTalk Live Tournament Beat, brought to you in part by FoosGadgets.com, using technology to create a better foosball experience, and by Boise FoosWorks, high-fidelity refurbished foosballs. Professional foosball is a game of precision, a matter of accuracy, consistency. Boise FoosWorks presents the high-fidelity refurbished foosball. Meeting the highest tornado ball standards, high-fidelity foosballs are soft, quiet, with a true roll, and good durability. Exchange your balls for the high-fidelity foosball at the best price with a money-back guarantee. Contact Mike Veit on Facebook Messenger or look for him at your next tour stop. Boise FoosWorks, saving the planet one ball at a time. Since 2019, FoosGadgets has used innovative ideas to build foosball training tools and accessories. Their goal is to make your foosball practice more fun and effective.
Hey Foosers, the FoosGadget Speed Bridge is a great tool for all of you practiceaholics out there like I am.
From the FoosGadget Speed Bridge to the Tornado Gold Guard to the Gold Guard Plus, visit the site for a great selection and pricing. FoosGadgets.com, using technology to create a better foosball experience. Foosball tournaments are everywhere. FoosTalk Live proudly presents a weekly update of events near you with the FoosTalk Live Tournament Beat. Here's what's up. Here comes the 2026 Mississippi State Foosball Championships, July 23rd through the 26th at Holiday Inn Pearl, Mississippi. The 2026 Ohio State Championships, July 30th through August 2nd. The competition comes to a new hotel, the Ohio Airport Marriott, Columbus, Ohio. East Coast Foosball presents the Duval Foosball Tournament, August 7th through the 9th at the Dart Bar, Jacksonville, Florida. Canada Foosball presents the 2026 Vancouver Island Foosball Championships, August 14th through the 16th, Courtenay Legion, Courtenay, British Columbia. 518 Foosball presents the World's Warm-Up Smashdown, Saturday, August 15th, Trick Shots Billiards and Wicked Eatery, Clifton Park, New York. The World Foosball Tour presents the 2026 World Foosball Championships, September 2nd through the 6th at the Hyatt Regency, New Orleans, Louisiana. It's the 2026 Great Lakes Classic, now scheduled for October 15th through the 18th. We'll keep you posted on the details. The North Carolina State Championships, scheduled for November 26th through the 29th. More details soon to be released. It's the 20th annual 2026 Louisiana State Championships, December 3rd through the 6th. Stay tuned for lots more details. Each week, we do our best to give you the most up-to-date listing of foosball tournaments near you. If you have an event you'd like to add, send us all the details at foosballradio@gmail.com. Tune in every week for the FoosTalk Live Tournament Beat. The FoosTalk Live Tournament Beat is brought to you in part by foosgadgets.com, using technology to create a better foosball experience, and by Boise Foosworks, high-fidelity refurbished foosballs. FoosTalk Live is a product of Foosball Radio. With gratitude, we recognize our Foosball Radio Patreons. Our FoosTalk Live sponsor, original-leonhardt-usa.com. Tune in again next week for another episode of FoosTalk Live. In the meantime,
We'll see you foozin'.